Alright, ready? Oh. What could you possibly be getting into, dude? Goofy dog. Goofy little thing. At least that doesn't make him go off. Yeah. There we go. Alright, now to get a bow loaded. Give ourselves decompress a little bit from work and all that shit. This man work has just been shitty. Ugh. I'm so sick with Mondays. And I got one more day too before I get my weekend. I'm just gonna be split. Ooh, so much better. Oh, so much better. Ugh. Man, good grief. I mean, Mondays are just like the one day that like literally make me wish that I don't ever have to deal with chicken ever again. I'm so sick of that shit. Ugh. I had like so many fucking people today want 16 pieces specifically. It's like, why? I'm getting done with that specifically. Hey, there's like a limit of 2 8 pieces for that stupid little like digital coupon for it. Because now it just makes it so much more fucking ridiculous. Because now everyone doesn't want just one, but 2 of these fucking things. And because we've been making mostly dark meat all fucking day, and we didn't really have a chance to make breast and wings, so a few people were butthurt over that. It's like, I mean, what the? It's like, I don't know what you want. I mean, it's like it's a deal where like a specific type of chicken's on sale. Of course, they're gonna have like, we're gonna prioritize that. And I don't know what it is about Monday specifically where like everybody wants fucking grilled chicken, because like any other time of the week, no one does. But it's for some reason like on Monday specifically when a shitload of people do. And it's just, so annoying. It is certainly fucking ridiculous. And it's probably going to be a little busier tomorrow anyway, just because it's leading up to fucking Thanksgiving and shit. Ugh. Aye. At least, you know, I'll get a decent pay for this week. So that'll be good. Certainly need it. Boggle. Boggle. God. Goof. Hey. Big goof. What are you doing? This dog's really a serious little goob right now. He's just literally just grooming himself. But in like the most fucking ridiculous way possible, you silly thing. Fucking little goofball. Whatever I would do with this dog. Whatever shall I do with this sweet little ridiculous thing. Just a goofy little dork. Dorky little dog. And you. You know what? Here, I'll give him a pork bun. I know he's kind of probably want one of those. Like how like our head China chef, like when it comes to, you know, like when it comes to my dog, he will straight up just like come over out of nowhere, be like, hey, you, then just be like, hey, what's up? And it's like, and he'll just like grab me a whole pack of these things. Be like, here you go for your dog. And I'm just like, oh shit. And you know, speaking of, he's right over here now. Yeah. Here you go. Silly thing. Silly little thing. Hey. There you go. Just see something that he almost ate that he should not be touching. Oh. Let's put this up for more accessible use. You sweet little thing. That's all I get for now. I got 2 more for later. How about that? 2 more for later. Goofy dog. Okay, is there like something that you keep knocking up against? Guess there is. Big goof. Keeps like bonking into something over here, or not really bonking into it, but keeps like kicking into something, and I don't know what it is. I think it might be like my box with all like my clay shells and stuff like that for like my gun stuff over here, but I mean, that's like the only other thing I could think of that I could be like poking at. Yeah, who's good boy? Let's see what's going on for 2 for a day. Let's see what funny, weird little things we could check out. Boop. Goofy thing. Let's see. Santos confronted about splurging campaign cash on OnlyFans. What? George Santos, like, you know, hitting up a bunch of a bunch of babes on OnlyFans. Dude, this guy is just such a sleazebag, dude. I love it. Dude, the sleazebagness of Santos is ridiculous, and it's like I almost love it. Like, I almost, like, love how just, like, brazenly, like, literally no fucks given, like, goober fuck that he is. In a sense of just being so brazenly corrupt. Like, I mean, I almost respect it. I mean, just in the sense of, like, you know, he just literally got no fuck to give. But for me, it's just like, I mean, like, you know, he's just such a piece of shit, and also it's just, like, directly involved in our politics now. I mean, it would be if it was for all that other shit. It feels just like some random philanthropistic millionaire douche or whatever. I would probably just, you know, be like, whatever, he's just a fucking weird goober. But I guess not. But yeah, I would be kind of curious to see what the hell that's all about, actually. Oh shit, my brother hit me up out of nowhere. He just sent me a random text. Oh shit, I'll have to respond to him a little bit later.
George Santos is a hilarious.
Very, very quiet, Klinsky. Very quiet one indeed.
Character,
there we go.
Because he's like the world's most obvious con man. I mean, he is not subtle about it at all, but he is 100% shameless. That's for sure. So look at this in Axios. George Santos' surreal saga finally comes crashing down. The extraordinary tale of Representative George Santos, one of the most prolific fabulists, good word, of the modern political era, is set to end in dramatic but predictable fashion following the release of a scathing ethics report today. Santos, who responded to the report by announcing he would not seek re-election, could become just the 6th person in U.S. history to be expelled from the House of Representatives unless he chooses to preemptively resign.
Damn, so he's, like, he basically just went in there on a YOLO, said fuck it, just to be the most corrupt bastard ever, and now he's, like, he's not running for re-election. In fact, if anything, he's probably going to be ousted or forced to resign. Wow. That is just fucking wow, dude. Like, he just was elected, like, what, in 2018? Like, he was, or 2022 or some shit? Why did I think 2018? What the fuck? Like, but, yeah, like, in 2022, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure this motherfucker was just, like, elected. And he's already getting this, like, not even, like, this far into his incumbency. Oh, my God. That is actually generally kind of pathetic.
So he's trying to stave off the jackals and the hyenas who are coming for his carcass by saying, okay, I won't run for re-election. I won't run for re-election. Good enough? Good enough? But I think they're actually going to try to expel him. The ongoing House Ethics Committee probe was cited by both Republicans and Democrats in 2 previous failed attempts to expel Santos, but that barrier has now been lifted. Representative Michael Guest, the chair of the Ethics Committee, plans to file a privilege resolution on Friday to expel Santos. Quote, he's gone, predicted one House Republican. The 56-page ethics report determined that the substantial evidence of misconduct by Santos, who already faces 23 federal criminal charges, shows that he cannot be trusted. Santos sought to fraudulently exploit every aspect of his House candidacy.
I love how, like, he can't be trusted, but, like, you know, all these other politicians certainly, you know, can't be trusted, you know, to be able to abide by their, you know, principles and their beliefs.
Personal financial profit. The usually circumspect ethics committee declared he blatantly stole from his campaign. He sustained all of this through a constant series of lies to his constituents, donors, and staff about his background and experience. Santos, who did not cooperate with the investigation, condemned the ethics report on X as a disgusting, politicized smear and called for states to rise up and commence an Article 5 constitutional convention, though it was unclear what exactly he meant by that. I love this guy. He's a revolutionary, he's a rebel with a cause, and the cause is George Santos. The list of personal...
I mean, I don't really think there is a cause, honestly. I think the cause is just money. Like, that's it. It's, I mean, pretty much is that's basically it. It's like, you know, I mean, I'm gonna be a rebel for money. and just like do anything for money, and that's about it. Like, and he's just gonna splurge it all away for his own personal aggrandizement. That's the cause. He'd get a bunch of money so he could splurge it on himself. So I got, whatever.
So this is my favorite part. That Santos allegedly paid for with campaign funds borders on cartoonish. Here's what he spent with campaign cash: hotels, resorts, spas in Atlantic City, Las Vegas, and the Hamptons. $20,000 in rent. Over
rent? He used it as rent money? Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Get out of here, bro.
$4,000 at Hermes and $6,000 at Ferragamo stores. Purchases at Sephora and OnlyFans.
Fucking OnlyFans, dude. I love it. Wow. What a goober. Dude, what a goober. It's like, let me just, like, he basically is just spending it on, so he could just, like, be a rich boy. Like, a rich boy LARPing as, like, some sort of, like, struggling middle-class dork or something. I mean, like, let me spend my, like, all this money on, on personal expenses, like rent, getting hotels and having some parties and stuff like that. Maybe some gambling at Vegas, and, get some, cute girls, on OnlyFans maybe, and, hit them up and stuff like that, and subscribe to their accounts, and they have Botox, too, I see there at the bottom. It's like, oh my god, dude, what a fucking freak.
And Botox. Oh, this is incredible. Oh, this is so amazing. There's no brakes in this car, man. This car has no brakes. The Santos saga has been a gift to late-night comedians and online memesters, but his expulsion would have significant real-world implications for a GOP conference already struggling to pass legislation. So, do you realize how insanely corrupt and cartoonish and how big of a fraud and a con man you have to be for Congress to expel you? Because let me tell you something.
They're a corrupt bunch of fucks. Like, all of them are corrupt fucks.
Are bad in and of themselves.
Outside of maybe, like, 3.
They're all sketchy. They're all kind of corrupt. Maybe in an institutional way, but they're corrupt. And they look at George Santos and they're like, God, for the love of God, you make us look ridiculous. You have to stop. It's incredible. Remember all the lies he told? One day we went through, like, all the ones that had been reported. One of them was...
So where does it get confronted with this? Is there a video on it? Oh, yeah, here we go. I figured it was going to be near the end of it. Here we go.
It's so amazing. So anyway, he went on Fox News. I don't know why he's still doing interviews. This guy must get off on being humiliated or something. But he speaks...
I'm pretty sure, like, the dude just, like, thinks that, oh, I could do no wrong. Meh.
And now she's nothing. She's a libertarian weirdo on Fox News. Even she had a field day with this. Watch this.
Speaking of peel, is it true that you have an OnlyFans page and you can peel a banana with your feet?
Wait a minute. Wait. What? What? He has an this guy has an OnlyFans. That is disturbing. That is fucking freaky. And she threw that out there?
I don't have one, and it's, I'll indulge you this. I just discovered what OnlyFans was about 3 weeks ago when it was brought up in a discussion in my office.
What do you think?
Bullshit.
I was oblivious to the whole concept.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah, you're a fucking liar.
Got him. She's right. You just can't tell the truth. Okay, it is seriously at the point with George Santos where literally any times he opens his mouth, assume he's lying.
It's basically, if he's breathing, he's lying.
Because he is. So anytime he opens his mouth, oh, he's lying. He is lying. If his lips are moving, he is lying.
If his diaphragm is, helping, his lungs have oxygen put into his lungs, he is lying. That's like George Santos in a nutshell, just lying.
With George Santos in particular, it's been hard for me to wrap my mind around the fact that a guy like him exists. We've all seen pathological liars. I think Trump is a pathological liar. I don't know if we've ever seen it to this degree. And here's a scary thought. What percentage of the population are George Santos's?
I mean, that's not really that scary. I mean, what's more scary is how many of them are in, like, fields of power like have some influence in like even local politics, you know, might be in like, you know, some state legislator or shit like that. I mean, that's more of the freaky thing. It's not really just the average schmo that's like this, because I mean, most of them are pretty just kind of whatever. They just tell stupid stories. But there are a lot that are pretty nefariously freaky and probably, you know, more sociopathic on top of, you know, being that way. And, I mean, that's not really to me as much of a big deal. It's more about, like, you know, the people that are in, like, you know, some halls of power or influence that are like that.
Oh, if it's even 1%, that is devastating. Imagine it's as high as, like, 10%. Because there's nothing's holding this dude back, man. Lord only, they might want to check his basement. Homie might need to be investigated for even more extreme crimes, because I don't think he would blink to go further than he's already gone. Maybe he already has gone further.
Is he, like, implying that he might have, like, bodies? You know, let's get a good look at this guy.
You know,
Here, you know what? We need an enhancement. We need like quality. Yeah, we need some advancements on the enhancements. There we go. Let's kind of go back a little bit. And all right. Yeah, this guy's a killer. Yeah, this guy has like bodies in his basement, all cut up, carved up. Probably has like a skin suit or some shit. Yeah, that guy has killed people. This guy has bodies. Yeah, just that right. This looks like, you know, this could be perfect for a mugshot. Like, and he just got caught. Like, I mean, my boy looked guilty of sin, dude. Like, that guy looks like he can fucking murder a dude. And do it with a smile on his face and just be like, a creepy smile, too. You know, it can't just be some regular old smile. It has to be very creepy where it's like, God, I just kind of creep myself just staring at myself doing that. Fucking... Dude, that, you know, I mean, dude's just a fucking freak, bro. You know, I think I take it back what I said if, you know, he was just, like, some random doof. Like, you know, probably wouldn't be as bad. Nah, he probably would be, you know, like, taking a lot of those urges on killing people. Which he probably has, so that's what I'm saying. He probably does have bodies in his basement, potentially. It's a very strong possibility, you know, for that, in my opinion. I think, you know, there would definitely have to be, some observations made, you know, at his house. Or multiple houses, probably. See what other little things we can look at. Because, of course, there's, you know, just nothing but fun and sanity. Let's see what other little things are happening here. John Oliver on Argentina's new president. Wait, did John Oliver release another thing? I mean, this is a song thing, so is this like an old clip or is this like a new one? Wait, John Oliver had to release a new video? Seriously? Yeah, no, he didn't. So it's an older video? I'm not curious. Or maybe it's just a tweet. Yeah, it doesn't say. Okay, I guess we'll check it out. Fuck it. Let's watch it.
Jerusalem, Hillary Clinton would...
Whoa, what? Okay, well, now let's skip the spoiler parts.
Situation? No, he didn't.
We're going to turn to Argentina.
He did... Wait, he did?
Argentina, birthplace of both the Pope and the actual God. Argentina is suffering a severe...
So I guess he did actually make a clip.
...economic crisis, with inflation running close to 140%. It held its presidential election last Sunday, and as no candidate won outright...
Last Sunday, so...
There'll be a runoff between the top...
Wait, so this was probably from the last show, so... Well, wait, so hold up. Wait, so... Huh? I think he's wearing the same suit. Well, no, wait, no, he's not. He's wearing a different one there. So which one was it? Oh, was it... I think it was when they were doing whatchamacallit, the homeschooling episode.
One is the centre-left...
Wait, what do my fucking friends say here?
And finance minister whose government has been widely blamed for the current financial crisis, and the other, Javier Milei, who, yes, does look like this. You know what? I'll just let him introduce himself.
I'm General ANCAP. I come from
General ANCAP, dude.
And my mission is to kick the ever-loving shit out of Keynesian and collectivist fuckers trying to ruin our lives.
Keynesian collectivist fuckers, dude.
Keynesian collectivist fuckers. Oh my god, what does that even fucking mean, dude?
Bro. I love the number of different people that have come in here today to be like, I'm actually a leftist, but I voted for this guy. Because Argentinians have run out of options. Bro, you could have, like...
Were there really, like, lefties in Argentina that thought that? Because if so, they're fucking retarded, and I got no love for them. Like, they're an idiot. They're stupid as fuck if they really thought that.
Right-wing neoliberal...
If they couldn't, like, look at this guy, you know, like, a mile away and think, this guy's a freak, then I don't know, bro. Like, what the fuck?
In this guy, okay?
Really?
Even if you didn't want to vote for the Peronist.
Yeah, just a classic run-of-the-mill presidential candidate dressed like Mr. Peanut, dressed as a wizard, dressed as Batman, pledging to kick the shit out of Keynesians. If I had one note for that superhero, though, it's that John Maynard Keynes probably isn't the most compelling super nemesis. Few economists are. There is a reason that the Avengers fought Thanos and not Alan Greenspan. But Milei is a lot. General ANCAP is presumably a reference to his political philosophy of anarcho-capitalism, a strand of libertarianism that seeks to abolish the state in favour of unfettered free markets. And he campaigned on heavy...
Because, you know, nothing could go wrong with that. It's like, oh yeah, let's just have, like, literally, like, everything unfettered and just, like, broken away and just, like, destroy government and let corporations run everything and basically become... oh, wait. It's like replacing government with corporate government, you know, and corporate bureaucracy and administrators and shit. It's like, I mean, at least, like, you know, there's publicly owned bureaucracy, and then there's, like, privatized, unfettered capitalist fucks, you know, bureaucracy. I think I know which one I would prefer, in my opinion, regardless of how the other one tends to shape up itself. At least, you know, with that, you know, you could fix that up. At least with, like, the privatized, corporate, unfettered shit, like, you're just kind of fucked with what they want to decide.
slashing public spending by 15% of GDP, and he also has a controversial plan to swap the country's currency for the US dollar, has said he wants to blow up the central bank, and has even smashed models of it in one of his videos, and also in pinata form on TV. He's also symbolised his desire to slash the government by waving chainsaws around in public, an image his supporters have run with, wearing chainsaw masks to vote for him, and even while doing interviews.
The fight continues for Javier Milei, far-right populist who wants to see spending slashed. The chainsaw has become a symbol of this pledge.
Milei is...
Oh my god, dude, they look like some weird-ass, like, Mad Max-looking motherfuckers waving that shit around, dude, and it's so cringe. Dude, like, Argentina, y'all are, like, fucking, like, got some problems going on. Like, y'all got, like, some issues y'all need to address. Like, I mean, holy shit.
different, that hasn't been tested before.
Okay.
That's not even true! That's the problem. Half of these dumb motherfuckers are like, oh, they haven't tried doing austerity before. They have!
I mean, what do you think company towns were and shit? I mean, the whole, like, idea of, like, banana republics, like, I mean, unironically, this was kind of tried. They end up being, like, fascist military dictatorships and shit.
You have!
Just ran by corporations.
Everyone has tried the thing that you're talking about. It's so bad that the IMF is like, maybe we shouldn't do that anymore. Oh,
like we're just gonna zoom in on a
really
meeting.
Stupid people being like, no, you don't understand. Are the problems social safety nets or whatever, like marginal social safety nets that exist? Yes, those are the problems. Or is it the fucking Western imperialist powers implementing a death and destruction of such social safety nets so that they can turn profit on these fucking loans?
But I'll give them our pork bun.
Yeah, give austerity a chance. Every government since the 70s, it just doesn't make any sense to just be like, yeah, dude, we gotta do it even harder.
Not to break my one rule and argue with the guy.
Well, see, that's actually the idea. So we've tried it before, but we haven't tried it like this, though. We've tried it, kind of here and there and stuff. Yeah, we had a company town and stuff here and there. We would do that occasionally. Maybe in the 80s we cut taxes, but we haven't actually really done some austerity yet, though, and that's what we're doing. We're doing some new shit here. Some extra austerity. Mega austerity.
Chainsaw, but lots of ideas haven't been tested before. We also haven't tried all trampoline retirement homes or letting a raccoon be...
Okay, that might be okay under very certain circumstances.
of surgery. That's because some ideas are just bad.
Hey, Rocket Raccoon might be, like, low-key alright on, doing surgery. I mean, he has all sorts of crazy high-tech shit. I mean, don't fuck on Rocket Raccoon. I mean, all the other raccoons I can't help you with, but at least with him, I mean, come on now.
And I would argue that maybe giving control of the third largest economy in Latin America to a guy who looks like he was escorted out of a Comic-Con panel for asking Scarlett Johansson too many questions might well be...
I mean, it's not really that he asked too many questions. He asked some personal questions and end up following her around the con all day.
And it's not just his costumes and props that are colourful. Take this talk show interview, where he goes into more detail about his sex life than you are possibly expecting.
In Tantra, less than 45 minutes is considered premature ejaculation.
Less than how much?
Why is he just open... I'm starting to be convinced more and more that this guy probably literally just breathes cocaine. I mean, I guarantee you this guy goes on, now that I just said that, dude, he probably goes on, coke-fueled sex orgies and shit. And knowing this guy, that probably is legitimately true. I mean, I don't even think I'm just saying that as a meme. I think that part actually probably is true. Everything else, him being, legitimately, psychotically insane or... and all that, or breathing coke. I mean, that might be a little exaggerated, maybe, but I'm still convinced of that anyway. Every 6 hours, he's and just inhaling an ounce of coke, throughout that time period.
45 minutes. Each man has his own dynamic. In my particular case, I ejaculate once every 3 months.
Okay, never mind on the sex orgy. Well, no, that he could still be doing that, but he could just, be, penting that up, for the 3-month period. And, oh my god, look at her face, just being, kind of trying to keep it professional, but just this look of, kind of disturbed look on her face.
That's incredible.
Is it incredible?
Is it though?
Actually being extremely credible. Because I completely believe that the guy we saw screaming at dead economists, smashing miniature banks on TV, and waving a chainsaw in the streets may be a little, and I'm sorry for saying this, backed up. And then there is Malay's obsession with his dogs. He's happily posed for glamour photos with them and held up a portrait gifted by one of his supporters. Just watch as this interview on a talk show gets totally derailed when he sees a photo of his dog, Conan. You don't need to know what is being said here. I promise you will pick up the gist of it.
Que vos aún a pesar de la adversidad puedas aprender. ¿Por qué no puedes ser un buen padre? Porque por el ejemplo de Conan. Sí, este es Conan. Por el ejemplo de tu hijo, una vez te escuché Conan. Este es Conan. Creo que fue el programa de Andy, con esos creo, Si no por Conan.
Okay.
Literally, his dog popped up on the screen and he just immediately got distracted and it's my dog!
It is pretty likeable.
I mean, yeah, that's literally, okay, so that's the one thing that's likable about him. He has a strong affinity for his dog, which I can feel. I feels for that, because look at you. You're just a sweet boy, too. And I give you that much affinity as, too. Yes, you big, chunky, flunky boy.
Yeah, it's likable until you realize his dog died, and that he fucking cloned it 5 times.
He cloned it? His dog died, which that sucks. And then he was like, nah, I need like 5 more of these bitches. Like, I need 5 more of them. Like, I mean, well, I love Zukov, but like, I want to clone him. That it's not the same.
Also still believes he talks to his dog, Conan, is talking about here, that apparently offers him information on what to do with the economy.
Yeah, this guy's actually medically insane. I'm just willing to say it. Like, dude, this guy's actually fucking, like, insane. Like, I mean, what? I mean, what? I don't even know what to say. What?
He also personally believes that he met the dog 2,000 years ago when he was a gladiator.
He also thinks this too? The more I learn about this guy, oh my god.
He's got distracted by his
This dude is actually fucking crazy.
dog, the way dogs get distracted by any squirrel. It's honestly hard for me.
Not my dog. There's been squirrels in my yard before, and he does not get distracted by squirrels. He gets distracted by humans.
Besides that, because that's also how I respond.
Or other dogs.
I ever see a picture of, you know, it's Conan. it's Conan. The point is, we all love things to the extent that they completely distract us whenever they happen to appear. It's Conan. It's Conan. What I'm saying is, it is understandable that Malaysia...
I apologize. Someone is telling me in the chat.
Yeah, speaking of which, where's his dog Kaya? Like, that big, gigantic fluffball monster of a teddy bear that he has.
That I have misinformed you. He has not cloned his dog 5 times. He's cloned his dog 7 times?
Wait, okay, I was like, okay, I was about to be like, okay, so he didn't clone his dog. Cool, that was hyperbole. No, it was actually under hitting the mark. He did it 7 times. Oh my god. No, bro, like, okay, I thought I was about to be like, oh, maybe he didn't. Or maybe he only did it once. But, which that I think I might be able to kind of get, maybe if it's just 1 time. But, like, 7?
I thought it was 5. Someone in the chat is saying, bro, that wasn't true. It was fake news from the left fucks of your country. The shy crybaby.
Dude, wow. You know what? You know what? I believe it, yeah. Because of you left fucks of your country. Yeah, nailed it. Wrecked.
Bro, Milei supporters remind me of the fucking Erdogan dick riders that came into my chat after Erdogan won and was like, no, dog, you don't get it. Like, we had to vote for him.
God, dude, electoralism drives me mad sometimes because, like...
The Kyle Rittenhouse culture...
Dude, like, there's, like, a lot of fucking, like, dorks that are like this pretty much every time there's an election season. And this kind of proves that every fucking country has it. And it is, like, but honestly, the U.S. is probably legit the worst with it. But, oh my god, it, like, no matter where it is, you can count on, like, electoral, like, sniffers, you know, like, electoralistic snob sniffers, you know, to just, like, be like, like, really one way or the other, whether it's, like, because their guy won or because their guy lost. And you're never gonna win because you're gonna hear both of them at once. Like, I mean, both of them are gonna be, you know, yelling at the top of the wind about their, like, snapposhery about why, you know, oh, well, you should have done, or whatever the fuck. I hate them so much, to be honest.
Center for American Nazism popped off with the Milei celebrations. They're probably there right now, typing together. They're having a LAN party.
Popping off in the 4chan boards, probably. Wait, find a man that, you know, like, worships food, you know, like this guy does. Because, like, he's just going down on that. I don't even know what the fuck he's eating, but he's just going ham on that shit. Yeah, I just gotta realize, it seems like every time I pull up a clip of this guy, he's always eating. I know he does it for like, you know, like 10 hours a day or whatever the fuck, but like, it seems like whenever he does the long form stuff, he takes the opportunity to eat.
Bro, what is happening? Is there like a place where people are getting their talking points? I don't like them, but it was the better option for us. Everybody's said.
I mean, it's not like a location, but I mean, pretty much in a way, like there is like, you know, like set talking points that, you know, have just been around for forever, you know, basically, and you're just people have always just like, you know, piped it down, you know, for time, and I don't really think there's like an inherent root to it.
I don't like them.
What are you getting into?
It was not even the lesser of two evils. It's just pure copium.
Struggle to pay attention.
For Argentina, probably. Like, I mean, they had the, like, what? Like, some, like, the equivalent of, like, a Hillary or a Biden or something. And then you had, like, legitimately, like, psychologically, like, schizophrenically insane, like, Comic-Con recheck looking fuck. I mean, like, apparently busts a nut once every 3 months or some shit. And it's just a fucking loon running around with a chainsaw outside and stuff. I mean, it's like, I don't know. That doesn't really seem like a lesser to evil argument there. Like, I mean, it just seems like you kind of have typical corrupt evil fuck versus legit medically insane psycho nut. Like, I mean, take your pick. It's like, oh god. That doesn't really seem like a lesser of two evil. That seems like just like status quo, or find out what happens if you vote a literal psycho nut in office. So they decide to vote a psycho nut in office.
Considering what was being put, it's Conan.
Quit staring at me, John. I'm not a piece of meat.
Whoa. Oh, well, I thought that was a picture again. Okay, well, this joke got a little more meta.
Of course not. No, I'm sorry, Conan. I truly apologise. Anyway, like I said, the things we love can be distracting. So it is clear Millet loves his dogs, but you should...
It seems like different countries are going through their let's give this right-wing dumb fuck a chance arc at different paces. Brazil just got done with theirs. Argentina's only starting up. And America's thinking of giving it a second chance. Well, to be fair, America always has a right-wing dumb fuck. It's just like right-wing dumb fuck, but kind of gay, or right-wing dumb fuck who wants to kill the gay.
Right-wing dumb fuck who's kind of gay, or the right-wing dumb fuck who wants to kill him. It's like, kind of.
That's the options that we have. Okay, to be fair, Trump is way gayer than Joe Biden, but I mean, like, policy-wise.
You know what? That, weirdly enough, probably is a little true.
You know, well, I've been so...
Like, I mean, I don't think Trump gives a fuck, like, what, like, you know, fuck Sleepy's fucking when it comes to, like, you know, sex and shit. He sees it as a power move, like, and because of that, I don't really think he gives that much of a shit. You know, it's like, if there's, like, you know, a Twinkie femboy, he would probably fuck that, you know, if the money was right. Like, if the price was right, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he would give a shit.
Dogs. I really should have just said dog. Because all of them are genetic copies of his one former dog, Conan. And the story gets even weirder. Because he calls his clone dogs, of which there are at least 4, the best strategists in the world. And according to one...
So there's at least confirmed 4 of them. So now there's like 4, 5, 7. Either way, he's cloned his fucking dog a bunch of times. Like, oh my god. Like, Jesus Christ. And they're the best strategy. This guy is like... I mean, my god, I know, like, mental health care sucks here in this country, but Argentina, how bad is it over there with your health care? Like, holy fuck.
If I trust them to a genuine fault.
The dogs he has now are divided into a sort of cabinet. He also believes that Conan, the dog that died, has reincarnated in one of the clones. That dog helps him, and I quote, with the general strategy. Then Murray advises him in economics, and Lucas is the one that helps him see the future and learn from his mistakes. It's almost like an official cabinet.
Okay,
This guy honestly should be the president of an insane asylum.
I feel...
Alright, Argentinians are white, dog. I take it. 100%.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I mean, it's Argentina, you're officially, like, crazy white fucks. Like, you've now officially have gained the title because of this guy. Y'all vote for it, so suck it up. Yeah, you could get it revoked, but you got a lot of work to do. Because, like, Jesus Christ, I mean... I'm honestly kind of speechless because I didn't know anything about this dude outside of just a weird Comic-Con reject shit and being an ANCAP loon. I didn't know about all this other crazy shit. Like, this dude is actually a fucking nutter. Like, I mean, I was kind of doing it jokingly, thinking he was just kind of, you know, kooky. This dude actually is legit, like, insane. Like, medically insane. Like, he's just not diagnosed, but I'm willing to say it. Like, he fucking is. Like, there's no fucking way. There ain't no way he's not. If he's not, he's got some other diagnosis, I would genuinely be fucking shocked. Like, and also, I genuinely believe he probably just inhales, like, an ounce of coke every 6 hours. I'm convinced of that, at least. I mean, because, like, holy shit. I mean, this dude is fucking off his rocker, bro.
They did it. Finally. This man is a white woman. This is straight. This is literally
okay. Okay, that one. I did not expect that. He is a white woman. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Okay, I did not expect that. That was that left field.
My fur child. Okay.
He's even looking around for her.
This is like astrology mixed with fucking dog loving. I mean, straight up. He says he's an empath too. He's got like tantric sex.
And also, like, I guarantee he's probably got some schizophrenia and some shit. Like, it's like astrology reading, dog loving to the extreme, and instead of box wines, it's cocaine. And like a garnish of schizophrenia and probably like a splash of just psycho-capitalist freak. Like a great blend of insanity, that's for sure.
He is literally, yep, that's it. That's it. All of the immigration that occurred into Argentina, guess what? You guys, they were right. This is the whitest Latin American country. Straight up.
I need to tell you, we didn't invent this man for this show. I get how an anarcho-capitalist, chainsaw-brandishing, dog-cloning presidential candidate who looks like a waterlogged Billy Joe Armstrong and sees his dogs as some sort of clairvoyant reincarnated force functioning as a political cabinet could seem like he was tailor-made in a lab specifically for this show. But he wasn't.
I mean, he's like, it seems like, you know, honestly, everything points to this guy being made in like some lab or some shit, just being a fucking like crazy kook dude. Because I mean, like, how does someone get this crazy unless he was just like almost like fucking just produced? I mean, you know, I honestly want to know what his, like, you know, childhood was like, a little low-key. Like, I mean, what, like, abusive trauma did this guy go through for him to be this insane? Like, I mean, what the fuck?
But he wasn't. This is a distressingly real person. And while there is something very funny about a politician who workshops his ideas with his Ford dog, it gets less fun when you see what those ideas are, because he's called for expanding gun ownership and outlawing abortion, referred to global warming as a socialist lie, has called Trump one of...
Man, how can you talk about Argentina? We are suffering from 140% inflation. We can't rent a place for a living. The other candidate was far worse. Just Google the other candidate. No, I got it, man. You're right.
Oh, yeah, because this guy, a little ANCAP freak who's, like, schizophrenically listening to his dogs speak to him and thinks that he met Conan, his dead, cloned, resurrected dog 2,000 years ago as a gladiator. Like, yeah, because he's definitely going to be way better for everything. Oh, yeah, because, you know, he was just that much better. Yeah, totally. 100%. Oh my god. Man, dude, this makes Trump honestly legit look just like a typical Republican who's actually stable. like, and not insane. Like, it really does make Trump look tame in comparison. Like, honestly, I'm not even being hyperbolic with that. I mean, he's fucking psychotic too, but I mean, I mean, you ain't gonna hear about Trump, cloning a dead dog. Like, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna hear about him doing shit like that. So, I mean, and if anything, as far as I know, he doesn't like dogs anyway. So, I mean, fuck him for that, especially. Well, okay. It's like, you're talking about dogs over there. Why don't you give me water, bitch? And he'd smack that water bowl perfectly into the food bowl. Wow. He's pointing at it with his little face. It's like, come on. Alright, give me a second. Jesus Christ, he's a silly asshole pooch.
Definitely is going to get a hold of inflation by blowing
Hold on!
No, you'll see. You'll see. Hey, Argentinians in the chat who are like, we did lesser evil voting. Have fun. Upcoming years are not going to be even better for you. They will, as a matter of fact, be much, much worse for you, okay? Give it a fucking year or two, and you'll see just how bad things actually could be. Okay?
Which is kind of the irony of it all, like, with the whole lesser two evil voting argument, because it literally is a two-way street. Because Republicans, or I guess these technically aren't Republicans, for Argentina, but they're the equivalent of that, so I'll just say that. But, it's like, they'll say the same thing for their guy. So I say things will be better under this son of a bitch. I tell you what, it'll shape things right on up. And of course, Dems say the same thing for their guys. Like, we must vote in, the Democrat because we must stop fascism, my dude. It's like same thing there. It's like, I mean, and pretty much, and like I said, it's like, electoralist snobs, usually the ones that make these arguments on either side, are always going to be like, oh, well, see, things would have been actually better if you voted for this guy, or see, now things are actually going to get better because we had no other choice but to vote for this dude, my dude. I mean, things are still going to be bad, but, things might be better. Like, depending on who wins or loses, like, either side is going to make either one of the argument. And it gets annoying. It's just so annoying. It's like, I just hate how we've been so conditioned to think that that's, like, basically it. Nothing else. And then you get, like, electoralist snobs who, think they're holier than thou because they somehow nailed it because they basically just bought into the conditioning. It's like, ugh. It's like, not saying voting isn't, like, useless or anything, but holy shit, like, to hold such, like, a torch, to basically treat it like the holy fucking grail is way over the top and also fucking foolish in my opinion. It's like, use it as a tool, but I mean, don't take it like as like, the only thing that you have to do or you can do.
But yeah, he's got to run it by his dog first. Exactly. Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe Conan will actually give him some real...
Yeah, maybe I should run things by my dog, because whenever you want something, he'll bat at it. So it's like, maybe I could train him to, bat at certain things. Be like, hey, what do you want to do on this, Sukov? And, have a little thing set up and have him bat at what he wants to do. Maybe I could do it. Fuck it. If this guy can do it, then why can't I, huh?
Policies.
Be the first mayor in the United States to take, like, to listen to my dog for legislation advice.
Hôm nay em lại lên cho các bác xem một cái video lấy giấy tai khô mọi người nha.
99% stop recording. I really hope you're wrong. I hope I'm wrong too. Wait, what? It will be no different just like America with Trump? Nothing happened? What do you mean nothing happened?
Yeah, like... Yeah, like 4 years of Trump. Yeah, literally just everything was just perfectly the same. Nothing changed whatsoever. What? Excuse-moi? And also, like, this guy, I think, is a lot more exceptional. At least, for this Argentinian fuckwit. Like, I mean, the dude literally listens to his dogs instead of, like, human beings. When it comes to economic decisions and shit. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure this guy's, like, legitimately, like, insane and schizophrenic and fucking, like, inhales coke, okay? Like, I mean, Trump is many things, but he ain't that. I mean, well, he's about, like, only 10% of that. Mostly the coke inhaling part. And he usually does Adderall anyway. So it's not even really coke. But either way, it's just like, he's not that fucking insane. Nowhere near to this guy. I mean, leave it to Argentina to literally, like, somehow get a crazy fuck that makes Trump look tame. Like, honestly, like, I'm actually kind of surprised by that. You would think America would one itself up. Like, you know, after Trump, we would just get some other crazy fuck. Nah, how's Argentina? Like, they just kind of flexed out of nowhere with this insane crazy fucker. Like, it's like, oh my god. Alright.
What have I been...
Well, it's gonna be hard, honestly, to, like, one-up the crazy, you know, for being a political leader, honestly.
For the past month and a half, do you think that what is going on in Israel right now with its ethnic cleansing, unhinged, unshackled ethnic cleansing campaign is not a direct consequence of Donald Trump's Abraham Accords and his push to move the embassy to Jerusalem, full-blown recognition that Jerusalem...
Where in the fuck are these random things in the background coming from? What is this all clicking on?
Israeli territory, rather than the occupied state that it's currently supposed to be in, according to international law? Do you think that that didn't cause the far-right Benjamin Netanyahu government to, like, get even more unhinged? Which, by the way, Donald Trump did all of that, and you know who else fucking followed through on those policies? Joseph Robinette Brandon. The idea that, like, you think Trump actually decided to do that? Yes, I do. I do think that. Not Trump.
I mean, honestly, a little bit. I mean, the reason why is because of a bunch of yes men. You had a bunch of yes men, you know, convince him why it would be so good, you know, to do these things and yada, yada, yada. And it's like, oh, yes, this would be tremendous. Very much so, do it. And they did. But, like, I think they literally named a settlement after him. Trump, what? I just called my dog Trump, Jesus Christ. Zukov. I just called him Trump. Hey, Zukov. Hey, shut up. Hey, bro. I can't believe I just called him Trump out of nowhere accidentally. Okay, bro, shut the fuck up. Oh, my lord. Dude. I swear, it's just because he's hearing, like, a car or something outside. Dude. Bro, hey, would you get over here? Are you done? Evidently not. Dude. Are you done? Better be done. Jesus Christ.
But Trump's cabinet did decide to do that. Yes, there is a difference between Barack Obama, for example, who gave $38 billion to Israel, but at the very least did the fucking Iran denuclearization deal, versus Donald Trump, who threw the Iran denuclearization deal in the trash.
And also, I think if I remember correctly, like, the very last little bit of Obama's tenure in office, which is kind of weird, like, the last, like, 6 months of Obama being in office was, like, the only time where he actually kind of did do some decent stuff. And one of them was, I think he kind of did, like, withhold some, like, deals with Israel, like, as the last little bit, you know, just because it's like, fuck it, you know, basically. And, you know, because, I mean, you know, like I said, that was, like, basically the main period where he was actually kind of consistently doing some alright things. And, Israel actually kind of clapped back a little bit because of that. And, of course, with Trump in office, he just was unequivocally pro-Israel because he was Joe Biden with the Republican line with that one.
And then added more fucking sanctions onto Iran, literally crippling any kind of, like, good faith negotiations we could ever have with Iran, destroyed the fucking Cuban normalization agreements.
Which, honestly, I don't think Iran's gonna trust us, like, ever again because of that shit, to be honest. Like, I mean, it would have been one thing if it's like, hey, I would like to renegotiate this instead of just tearing it apart. At least then it would look like it would be more good faith, so to speak. Even if you wanted to just, like, you know, and really tear it apart at the end of the day. At least, you know, you could basically water it down to something where it might be unagreeable. It's like, well, then I guess we'll have to cancel it. You know, or some shit. It's like, they tried to put a hard bargain, but, you know, I just could not do it. They, you know, are putting a bargain that they just you know, I put a bargain that, you know, was the best bargain I ever, you know, did. The best deal. But they just not take it. They were too snobby about it. And he would just rub it in at that point. Which, at least, you know, that would, you know, kind of give more of a sense of, like, well, you know, Trump fucked it with that at that point. Which he did either way. But at least, you know, Ron might give more of a sense of, like, ability to trust maybe the next administration, you know, moving forward. But, no. Because, fuck it. You know, that's basically what's Trump's mentality with that. And with Cuba, too. As he's mentioning. Which Obama actually did, like, one of the, like, actually, like, really good things I think he did was normalize relations with Cuba. And Trump was like, nah. Just like, nah. So, like, that got fucked. You know, I mean, I think that could actually be, like, reestablished, though. But, I mean, that still got kind of fucked a little bit. Because we were actually getting to a point where we could probably have some, you know, trade deals, maybe, and have more open diplomatic relations with Cuba and stuff. Like, at least near the end of Obama's tenure. But, no.
The idea... And then killed fucking Qasem Soleimani. Like, assassinated him. The idea that, like, Donald Trump's foreign policy and Brandon's foreign policy are identical is certainly, in many different respects, the foreign policy is always aligned. But the idea that, like, you know, Donald Trump would have been better, or Donald Trump didn't greatly escalate the situation is wrong. He did. The problem is, Democrats do not actually fucking turn around and rein it back in. The same would have been done under Clinton. Continue with Biden. Trump is not special, is all I'm saying. No, the same would not have been done under Clinton. Hillary Clinton is a major Zionist too. But the idea that Hillary Clinton would be literally aligning with Saudi Arabia in the exact same way that the Trump administration did, or that they would completely unshackle the... Okay, guys, I can't believe I'm saying this, but... As much as
oh my god, are we in 2016 again? Holy shit. Like, man, we're going this far back with the, oh my god, like, you know, I like a song sometimes, but holy shit, he gets too wrapped up with, like, arguing with his chat. I mean, honestly, a lot of these streamers fucking do. But, like, I mean, I think him especially, like, I mean, he gets meandered a lot. I mean, it's like, I mean, because... Heard that rodeo, like, way too many times in the Trump era. Like, I don't need to hear it again. It's like, fucking Christ. We're already having a round 2 of 2020 as it is. Like, that's already bad enough. I want to see if there's at least a little bit more maybe near the end of this little thing, at least with the clip. Is there really not more? I guess there really isn't much else, but... Outside of just, you know, crazy ANCAP freako. I mean... I wonder if there's, like, more insane, crazy clips of that guy, to be honest. Like, because, I mean, I mean, knowing, you know, he kind of, like, spurred into popularity pretty recently, I'm sure there has to be. I mean, especially considering that weird thing he talked about, like, with the not busting enough for, like, you know, for 3 months. Like, that's just fucking weird. Oh, goob. Look at Joe. You big little flabby flub. You little flubby flabby. Look at you. Ah. No. Accidentally got your little ear flipped. You little goober dog. Look at you. You're a little nut. You're just a little nut. Are you expecting something? Here, I'll give you a treat. Here you go. Up. Ah! Well, don't chop my hand. Don't go after my hand, dude. Damn. What the hell, bro? Little homie, what the fuck? I mean, seriously? I know you like a treat, but, I mean, jeez. Be careful where you're chomping down, bro. Damn. Here. Oh. Yeah, I want to see what, you know, Human Sports upload for today. I haven't checked out his newer video. Oh, it's about that old Musk thing. The muskrat. The good old lovely muskrat. I kind of want to see specifically about this, like, absurd Nazi tweet that he, like, you know, posted or agreed with or something. Because at least, you know, the general gist I've heard about is that it basically has, like, knocked out a lot of his advertising revenue, and, like, a lot of advertisers, you know, pulled out and basically have now essentially almost basically guaranteed the insured end of Twitter at this rate for all intents and purposes. Hey, buddy. You know, yeah, you know, I was gonna try to pick you up. You're like, oh, hell no. Hell no. Yeah. Gonna have you on my lap. Get over here. Get over here. Wait. Wait. You're out of it now. You're just like, no. Hell no. Well, fuck you too. Me.
Elon Musk is not a very happy person right now, and that's because he is hemorrhaging money as we speak with major companies like IBM, Lionsgate, Apple, Disney, Warner Brothers Discovery, Paramount Global, NBC Universal, Comcast, Sony, and Ubisoft, all announcing that they are pulling...
Dude, Jesus, that is like basically like what the fucking globe essentially. Damn. Like, I mean, he's getting murked left and right with that. Ouch. I mean, that is a lot of, like, big fucking names.
From Twitter. Now, this advertiser boycott comes in response to Elon Musk endorsing a viciously anti-Semitic and xenophobic conspiracy theory from this person who wrote, Jewish communities have been pushing the exact kind of dialectical hatred against whites that they claim to want people to stop using against them. I'm deeply disinterested in giving the tiniest shit now about Western Jewish populations coming to the disturbing realizations that those hordes of minorities that support flooding their country don't exactly like them too much. You want the truth said to your face? There it is. Now Elon Musk replied saying, you have said the actual truth. Now I'm sure that most of you are already...
Which that basically is like overt, like, just Nazi rhetoric, which, to go figure, I mean, blue check marks, you know, pretty much are all about that anyway at this point. Like, go figure. I mean, so he basically, you know, responded to it being like, this is like the actual truth, my God. Oh, what a fucking twit, dude.
You're with this deeply anti-Semitic conspiracy theory, but if you're not, let me tell you who else promoted this. Quote, the Hebrew Immigrant Aid Society likes to bring invaders in that kill our people. Screw your optics, I'm going in. Those were the last words posted online by Robert Bowers before he massacred worshippers at Pittsburgh's Tree of Life Synagogue in 2018. It was the single deadliest anti-Semitic attack in American history. In previous postings, Bowers explained the grievances that led him to commit mass murder. He shared meme after meme asserting that Jews were conspiring to flood the country with brown people in order to oppose and displace the white race. Quote,
so just great replacement theory bullshit, just interwoven into JQ shit, which I'm pretty sure all just kind of is one and the same anyway. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure the great replacement theory is not just the inherent idea that, like, brown people are going to slowly replace white people or whatever the fuck. It's also the idea that, like, you know, Jews are kind of inherently the ones in charge or, like, somehow in, like, you know, pulling the strings of having that happen or something.
Is declared one.
Which is just fucking retarded beyond recognition. Like, that's just psychotic. I mean, the idea that, like, Jewish people have anything to do with that is ridiculous. Like, I mean, if there is any quote-unquote replacement or some shit, it's because of climate change, and that's basically because of all of humanity, for the most part. I mean, you know, it's just kind of, you know, just humanity as a species, you know, kind of at fault for that. You know, and corporate, you know, capitalistic industries and the robber barons, you know, that, you know, destroy the planet for their own greed. Like, you know, it might be shit like that, probably. You know, those guys are probably specifically, you know, the ones who could be also guilty for that. So, there's a, you know, if anything, it's those motherfuckers, not, you know, not really just, you know, some random, you know, Joe Schmo or, like, Jewish people or some shit. Like, good fucking Lord. And even then, it's just like, you know, it's like, even if there was, you know, like, things and systems in place to where we were, like, addressing climate change to some extent. I mean, it would still happen anyway, right? Like, it's, you know, like, the one thing I know libertarians love to say and conservatives like to say sometimes, like, well, it would be weird if the climate wasn't changing. The climate always changes. That's my dad loves to say that all the fucking time. I hear it a lot. And it's like, and, you know, so, you know, at that case, and at least, you know, it can be adaptable, you know, and something that can be addressed, but, you know, the reason why, you know, there's like, you know, mass migration and shit, not a replacement. It's almost one that you say that, but it's not even what's going on. It's because a lot of places are not exactly habitable. And, you know, because of that, you know, people can't exactly live there, you know, sustainably anymore. So they leave and either go south or north, usually north. So it's usually why.
Quote, it's the filthy evil Jews bringing the filthy evil Muslims into the country. And
well, that's pretty overt.
And as it turns out, the world's richest man basically believes this too. Now, to suggest that this was Elon Musk's mask-off moment would be wrong, because it's not the first time that he's endorsed conspiratorial white supremacist rhetoric. For example, in response to someone whining about the burning of Robert E. Lee's Confederate monument, writing, literally my ancestor, we carry the Lee names as a first middle in my family. While I didn't need a direct insulting gesture to tell me that my kind is hated and many seek our extinction, the implicit cues were strong enough. I appreciate this image making it absolutely clear.
Well, go fuck yourself. How about that, you sad little fop of a bitch? I mean, like, good lord. What a fucking goober. I mean, it's like, God, I hate these fucking weird posers that, like, you know, have some weird affinity for, like, their ancestral gene line or whatever. It's like, yeah, because your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpappy's gonna give an iota of a fuck what you're doing today. Like, I mean, it's like, Jesus Christ.
Musk responded to that, saying, they absolutely want your extinction.
Well, maybe for him specifically.
Now, as of today, after commenting that Media Matters is pure evil, I'll tell you why he thinks this in a moment, Matt Binder points out that he's now possibly dabbling in Pizzagate conspiracy theory.
Here's one you didn't know. David Barg, the boyfriend of James Elephantis, owner of Comet Ping Pong Pizza, yes, Pizzagate restaurant. Since restaurant time was on GQ's 50 most powerful people in DC list. I'm pressing X to doubt on like all of that.
Well, but to be clear, the straw that...
Whoa, I saw Glenn Greenwald. Wait, what? Dude, man, he's fallen off so fucking much. I think since the Media Matters created, shaped, and governed by... Oh my fucking god. Dude, Greenwald has fallen off so fucking much. It's insane.
Points out that he's now possible.
Why have all, like, you know, like, people like him, like, Dawkins, fucking, like, what's with all these people that have just, like, fallen off, like, from graces, dude? Like, Richard Dawkins is unironically, like, dibble-dabbling with motherfuckers like Jordan Peterson at this point. It's like, dude, Dawkins, you were better than this, but I don't even believe you are anymore. Honestly, it's like, man, old man need to go to retire home now.
Doubling in Pizzagate conspiracy theories as well. But to be clear, the straw that broke the camel's back for advertisers was the anti-Semitic tweet that he responded to, endorsing that vicious conspiracy theory. Now, he responded to accusations that he's anti-Semitic by saying...
Is he really that fucking serious? Hundreds of bogus media sources claim you're anti-Semitic. You literally are, you fuck. Like, you literally are, you dipshit. What the fuck you talking about? You enable it, you platform it, you boost that type of shit with your stupid little blue checkmark algorithmic boost bullshit. You fucking push shit yourself. Like, oh my god, this fickle fuck little baby bitch, victim complex little whiny little fuck, bro. Oh my god. Things I could do to this motherfucker, bro. Holy shit.
Last week, there were hundreds of bogus media stories claiming that I am anti-Semitic. Nothing could be further from the truth. I wish only the best for humanity and a prosperous and exciting future for all. Wow.
Wow. The only thing that would make that better if he had a ukulele. Toxic gossip chain.
That's very convincing. I guess he's just gonna deny that he endorsed.
I mean, if he was like not anti-Semitic, he would be, I think he would literally like slob, the knob of the like Jewish people there, be like, it's like, no, like I absolutely, I love Jewish people. How, dare someone would think I am, anti-Semitic? Because look, here's like, one time where I donated to like, a cause or some shit. I don't fucking know. Like, he couldn't even make something up. Like, he just is like, oh, I just want the best for humanity. Which doesn't really say anything. It's like, I mean, because especially if you're anti-Semitic fuck, like, you don't necessarily see Jewish people as a part of humanity. And even if you do, you think they're like, a roadblock, for prosperity of humanity. So it's like, if anything, him saying that doesn't really say shit. Besides that, he's just kind of like keeping it vague as fuck, and you can kind of infer whatever the hell you want out of it.
Anti-Semitic conspiracy theory. Now, he's going a little bit further, to be fair. In order to prove that he's committed to combating anti-Semitism on the platform, he is cracking down on Palestinian political speech. Not
shocker.
Not anti-Semitism. He writes, as I said earlier this week, decolonization from the river to the sea and similar euphemisms necessarily imply genocide. Clear calls for
decolonization implies genocide. Huh? And what colonization doesn't? Like, colonization doesn't then? Like, excuse me? What? This is like, oh my god, this, like, peace is war, freedom is actually slavery, fucking, oh my god, it's like 1984 shit, what the fuck? Like, it's holy shit, this is ridiculous, oh my god. Yahoo!
Extreme violence are against our terms of service and will result in suspension. Now, after he made this announcement, From the River to the Sea started trending almost immediately, much like Sis did after he called that a slur and subsequently tried to...
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh my god. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, that was like a little meme that happened for a little bit. What was that, like a month ago or so? Probably like 2 months ago or some shit. But yeah, like, he literally freaked out because I forgot why. Like, somebody posted a thing, I think where some right-wing dumb bitch was, whining or some shit. And it's like, you know what? I think, we should look at, cis being considered a slur. And then, like, pretty much everyone and the mother just started, like, overtly, like, responding, like, cis, like, straight to him directly, endlessly. And just calling him, like, cis or, like, a sissy or whatever the fuck and all this other shit. It was actually pretty funny. And it seems like the same thing literally happened here. Wow. Go figure. Man, he is like the biggest, like, I mean, if there is something he's a victim of, he's the biggest victim of the Streisand effect. Where every time he tries to silence something, he just makes it like 10 times more louder.
Word two. Now, I've talked about this before, but From the River to the Sea isn't inherently anti-Semitic. When Palestinians use it, however, they're effectively calling for freedom from oppression and a peaceful coexistence between Arabs and Israelis. So the context does matter, even if this is a little bit more complicated. But let's just be really charitable to Elon Musk for a moment, even though we don't have to be. And let's assume that he just wants to be overly sensitive to any phrases that can be perceived as anti-Semitic after his little oopsie. Fine. Wouldn't you take it a step further and ban all of the Nazis and white supremacists on your platform? Isn't that the most effective way to...
I mean, if you were really caring about, trying to quell anti-Semitism, that'd pretty much be the numero uno, number one group to go after first. Because they're, like, basically the main group that, like, unapologetically, like, talks about that shit and goes off about that stuff, like, all the time. Like, I mean, it's like, if I had a social media platform and I wanted to try to, like, quell anti-Semitism, who would be the first group I'd go after? I don't know, white supremacists and neo-Nazis? Because they're the ones who are fucking pushing that shit all the time. So, I don't know. Them? Those guys?
Anti-Semitism from Twitter? Well, Maybe, but these are the same people who also pay him $8 a month to get an algorithmic boost, which is why we're all seeing more Nazism and white supremacy and transphobia. So if he were to ban these folks who are paying them money, he's taking money out of his own pocket. But because he won't take action against actual anti-Semitism and because he engages in anti-Semitic conspiracy theories himself, that's why advertisers are pulling out, because he's very clearly not committed to combating anti-Semitism. But the story somehow gets even stupider because Jonathan Greenblatt, the CEO of the Anti-Defamation League, actually applauded Elon Musk for this move, saying this is an important and welcome move by Elon Musk.
Oh my god, wow.
Appreciate his
dude, what a fucking clown, dude.
Leadership in fighting hate. Now, I just want to pause for a moment and appreciate the absurdity of this situation. The head of the ADL is praising Elon Musk, of all people, for his leadership in fighting hate on Twitter, of all places.
Where white supremacists, fascists, and neo-Nazis literally get platformed and boosted and spew JQ shit all the fucking time. Yeah, that place, got great leadership going on with that. Doing great over there. Tremendous work. Amazing work.
In 2023, in November of 2023. Feels like we're living in the upside down. Like nothing is real because it's too stupid to be believable. Now, it's not like Jonathan Greenblatt is unaware of Elon Musk's previous endorsement of a vicious anti-Semitic conspiracy theory, because a day earlier, he literally condemned it, writing on Twitter, "At a time when anti-Semitism is exploding in America and surging around the world, it is indisputably dangerous to use one's influence to validate and promote anti-Semitic theories."
And, like, the next day, I guess he had to change your heart? This is why you're a fucking clown, bro. Like, Jesus Christ, what a dumb shit, dude. Like, oh my god. What a fuck. Like, he was already a clown with that initial statement. This is just, like, it really took the cake. Like, wow, bro. Like, good fucking grief. Holy schmolies.
Well, according to the ADL, you can validate an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory one day, but the very next day, literally, you can be hailed for your leadership in fighting hate. Make it make sense. It's impossible. Now, this isn't necessarily too surprising considering...
I mean, the only way I could see that maybe make it sense if, like, the very next day, like, let's just take Musk out equation. Like, this hypothetical person literally, like, I'm gonna now donate, like, half of my current, like, savings, to, like a fund, for stopping anti-Semitism or some shit like that, or whatever the fuck, or like some sort of, like, charity group, to help, marginalized, like, Jewish communities or some shit, whatever the fuck, just some, something random, and then, like, saying, and moving forward, I'm gonna, like, go to, like, a synagogue and learn from, a little bit about, like, different aspects of the culture and this and that, blah, 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 blah. Like, if there was, like, some shit like that, I could probably make the exception of, like, okay, it seems like, there's some credibility to, the person and shit like that, but that's not Elon Musk, though. Now taking that person out and putting Musk back in, Musk ain't that. Like, he's just saying bullshit just for the sake of bullshit that means nothing.
ADL's sudden desire to, I guess, destroy...
Which is pretty much, the typical forte for, Musk, because he's a fucking diuretical, like, shit-spewing muskrat, so what do you expect?
Or what's left of it, all in an effort to protect Israel no matter what. So the organization has been focused on defaming student supporters of Palestinian human rights and painting them as terrorist sympathizers while urging colleges to investigate them. But meanwhile, they're giving actual stochastic terrorists like Chaya Raichik a pass by temporarily removing her from their glossary of extremism and hate after she threatened to sue them. Now, at the time that I record this video, they still haven't reinstated her. And this is also bizarre to me.
So basically, they literally got scared into compliance, which shows how fickle and weak the ADL really is now at this point, it seems like. Which is kind of pathetic, because they're kind of like they're an organization that was, like, actually, meant to be doing good and has done good in the past, but it's like, are they trying to make themselves look like a joke? I mean, maybe there are local chapters of the ADL that are still good, but I mean, fuck, dude. Like, I mean, the national org is making itself look like a fucking joke. And that's honestly embarrassing and sad, because, like, I mean, I think the ADL in the past has done good work before, you know, and shit. Like, and, you know, and all that, but, like, this is just embarrassing.
The ADL is currently spending more time going after student protesters than actual Nazis and actual hate mongers. And they're even willing to give Elon Musk a pass after he literally, just last week, spread a vicious anti-Semitic conspiracy theory that was used by the shooter that murdered people at the Tree of Life synagogue. But so long
I mean, it's not really just specific to that guy. I mean, he's like one of many people that, you know, are out there that believe shit like that. I mean, that guy was just willing to act on it in a violent way. And Musk is acting on it in a way that is platforming it more.
Musk is signaling support for Israel by censoring pro-Palestinian speech. I guess that he's acceptable by the standards of the ADL now. Just such a deeply unserious organization, which is sad because they do some good work. But I mean, this recent turn is just embarrassing, because if you are applauding Elon Musk of all people after he said that, then you have no credibility, because that is dangerous, as they recognized. Now, in addition to doubling down on censorship on Twitter, Elon Musk is trying to silence Media Matters too by threatening them with a thermonuclear lawsuit, because he believes they're threatening free speech on Twitter by manipulating.
Is that really an actual legal term? Thermonuclear? Is that actually here? No, that's what he said. Okay. Thermonuclear lawsuit. Wow. I don't think that's a legal term, but, you know, I might as well make one. And all those that colluded, dude, oh my god, dude, he just sounds like a fucking insecure, angsty little, like, teenager on, like, some gaming forum who's mad and it's like, I'm gonna find out which mod, you know, was, like, you know, involved in, you know, colluding, and, you know, I'm gonna see, you know, find out every name and report you to the game's admins. It's like, I mean, it's just, it literally feels like some shit like that, dude. It's like, what a fucking nerd and a little bitch, bro. Like, this is like some fucking, like, 15-year-old angsty little bitch on some game fucking MMO or some shit type of thing, dude. Like, my god.
Advertisers into fleeing by documenting the rise.
I'll get the game admins to find out everyone who colluded to make sure I was banned, you sons of bitches. How dare you kick me from our clan? I was the one who established it.
The platform. Now he ironically ends this long post by saying stand with X to protect free speech, which is so fucking funny. Now, it's true that Media Matters does frequently write about the proliferation
hey there, bud.
Of hate speech on Twitter, but let's not forget that this latest round of advertiser boycotts is specifically because of Elon Musk's own words, not the hate that he's allowing on the platform. And furthermore, he's trying to silence Media Matters with legal intimidation. He is the one threatening free speech, not Media Matters. They're just saying what's happening. Now, he said he was going to file a lawsuit on Monday.
And shouldn't the ADL be on Media Matters' side and just literally unequivocally fucking, you know, like, just criticizing Musk for all of his actions and shit, and yet they're taking his side on this? Like, that is just fucking embarrassing.
And at the time that...
Did you do this? Let's come on, be on it. Wait, what? What did I do? The fuck did I do, huh? Anyone else struggling with work, genocide, violence, scene port? Wait, what? Okay, if you okay, look, if you really want my honest opinion, no, I did not do this, but I want to find out where this is, so you know what? I want to kind of screen cap this. You know, I have the link right there, so I'll just hold on. Let's see here. Ooh, I know, I could just share it, right? Yeah. God damn it! Okay, I guess I can't share it unless I log in, motherfucker. You want me to Discord it? If you wait, can I do it here? No, I can only report it. Son of a bitch. Yeah, just screen cap me like the whole actual like post itself. So I can show the boys. Maybe, you know, we can all... You know what? Hold up. I might know where this could be. This might be in downtown somewhere near a garage area. I might potentially know where this is. I have a few ideas about where this could be. So, you know, I might honestly try to take a look. I legit keep an eye out for this. I might know where that is. Because I always like some cool graffiti. I'm always down for, you know, some good looking graffiti. And I like that. I like that type of graffiti. I don't exactly know what it means, though. Like, work genocide balance.
This video, still no lawsuit, but we'll have to wait and see. However, some of his right-wing buddies are trying to come to the rescue and bail him out amid this latest round of advertiser boycotts. For example, the Babylon Bee CEO Seth Dillon pledged $250,000 in advertising on Twitter, and Tim Pool pledged another $250,000 after Seth Dillon did. But that's not all, because Matt Bender of Mashable reports soon more right-wing media figures and companies followed with pledges of their own, albeit much less than the amounts that Dillon and Poole were promising. Political commentator Benny Johnson, for example, pledged $50,000 in ad spending. Other right-wing creators like The Quartering, Donut Operator, Gavin McInnes, and Elijah Schaefer pledged smaller amounts ranging from $2,500 to $40,000. The controversial Andrew Tate, a manosphere influencer...
Yeah, like, okay, this is a good picture of him. I love it because it shows his balding ass fucking head, his nerdy ass little dumb fucking little bitch made little soy ass eyeballs, and just like how much of a little bitch he is.
Previously been charged with rape and human trafficking, pledged the largest amount, saying he'd give Musk $1 million per month without even running ads for his own endeavors. As of publishing, a total of 8 right-wing media figures and groups have pledged $1,627,500 in ad buys on X. That includes Tate's possibly unserious offer. In addition, the majority of those pledges are over the course of multiple months, so that amount is not per month. But get this, to compare to the amount X has lost from...
If you find and take pictures beside it, I definitely will.
...paying advertisers, Apple alone reportedly spends more than $100 million per year on X ads. Looking at it more broadly, advertising made up 90% of the $5.1 billion that then Twitter made in the year before Musk took over. Now, the reason why Bender thinks that Andrew Tate's pledge is unserious is because Romanian authorities said that he only had about $10 million in assets. And I say only, but that's still a lot, meaning that if...
I mean, that is a lot, but he literally... So if he is, like, serious about pledging $1 million a month, he would be out of... He literally would be broke within 10 months.
Actually held true to this, he would give away the entirety of his wealth within a year. So obviously, I don't think that he's really committing to this. He's just...
Yeah, it's just a virtue signal. It's clout.
Virtue signaling for clout. But just stop for a moment and think about how pathetic these right-wing bootlickers are. They are all willing to donate money to a platform owned by the richest man on the planet, all in the name of supporting free speech after he's demonstrated time and again that he's not actually committed to free speech. I mean, it'd be humorous if it wasn't so fucking pathetic. But listen, if you actually do care about free speech, and you should, there are much better places that you can put your money into. Free speech to Elon Musk literally just means free speech for white supremacists, transphobes, and Nazis. He isn't actually committed to protecting free speech. I think time and again, he has proven that. His actions indicate that that is the extent of his commitment to free speech, letting Nazis say what they want on the platform.
And just like bigots and hateful fucks and other, you know, scumbags, basically.
Algorithm. But fortunately...
I mean, honestly, like, I'd say, like, I mean, for the flaws that, like, you know, platforms like YouTube and, you know, all these other platforms have and shit. I mean, for fuck's sake, even goddamn TikTok, to a certain degree. Like, I mean, you know, like, they're definitely at least, you know, a little bit better about, you know, like, you know, being, you know, like, platforms and shit. I mean, you know, it's like they still got plenty of fucking problems, but I mean, Twitter is just a nightmare at this point, dude.
Dumbass grifters. That really is the only free speech that I think they care about, so I guess...
Oh, shit. There's a bagel store right up the street that's usually closed by the time I get out. By this time, I got out early, so I got an Asiago jalapeno PB&J bagels. I got cranberry Sprite, which is god-tier refreshing. Oh my god, dude, I know what you're talking about. Hell yeah, dude.
For them, either way... I hope that the advertisers continue to flee, but understand that this is not the first time that advertisers have fled Twitter en masse. And I'm assuming that they will quietly resume advertising in a month or so once this all blows over, until Elon Musk has another oopsie and they all collectively announce another pause from advertising. Listen, the true victory will be these advertisers leaving Twitter permanently, and I think that a sustained level of public shaming is necessary in order to make that a reality. But until then, we can at least enjoy the schadenfreude of the world's richest man losing more money because of his own hate and stupidity.
And, you know, and honestly, I'm definitely okay with it. I mean, the quicker that Twitter, Jesus Christ, Twitter, you know, fucking collapses, like, the better. I literally, like, saw your message as soon as I, like, you know, was saying that, and saw Doritos at the very last minute, and I'm just like, motherfucker. Former richest. Yeah, former at this point, especially with how much money he's fucking losing. There's a Mexican dude gave me a small bag of nacho cheese Doritos, and Diamond Dude, not the biggest dude fan, but free Doritos are free Doritos. That is true. Can't dog on free Doritos. Doritos. You can never go wrong with Doritos, dude. Doritos are some good shit. You know, we did kind of go through, like, you know, some gnarly shit, but you know what? I wanna find something that could be amusing. Oh, I've been finding, like, a fun little guilty pleasure lately, and it's this dude that's on YouTube called Slater, and that will do some live streams every now and then, but it's kind of unique, because he'll do Call of Duty, like, Warzone live streams and shit, which, whatever, but like I say, it's kind of unique in a way, because he does a voice changer, and he does, like, you know, a bit where he trolls around a lot, where he sounds like a little squeaker, like a kid, like, you know, literally like the equivalent of, like, you know, some kid, you know, that you would meet on, like, a Call of Duty lobby. Like, he literally is like that, but just, like, is skilled as fuck, and just, like, comes out with weird little, like, you know, bits, you know, will, like, you know, rizz up random chicks that might be gaming and stuff. Like, it's kind of amusing, actually. There's actually a short little video that we could look at with what I'm talking about, just as a way to, you know, at least clean a little palate, and, you know, then we could look at a little something else.
You seen a booby in real life, then?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of boobies.
What do they smell like?
If their pH balance is right, it smells good.
What is the pH? Like that peanut butter smell?
Yes, the peanut butter smell. I'm dead!
See, like, normally you get people that kind of troll that do some, you know, like, just try and annoy people, but this guy does it in a very wholesome way.
Sounds like a banana milkshake.
Come on, reheat my Hot Pockets. I'm whooping ass. Dude, I think unironically that's something that he does say at some point. Not in this video, but I'm pretty sure I've heard that on a YouTube short or something. Like, he does the live streams on YouTube, so I'm sure, you know, you could probably find one.
It is.
Hey, bro.
What's a 10 for? Are you 10 years old? Yeah, 10 years old.
And we got the nuke emblem and everything, bro.
Yes, sir, I did a nuke.
We've been having some rough games, Turner, bro. We need you.
Well, let's turn it around and let's get this stuff.
Let's get this stuff.
We're gonna get the playbook, so we're gonna go kill this bounty and then teabag him. His name is Noob Noob. This guy surely he stinks. We can kill him.
Yeah, let's kill him.
Nothing? Airstrike? Push it, push it. Another one down, another one down. Oh, no. Yeah! Get out of my freaking lobby, Noob!
Okay, you see, like, normally I don't care for this type of content, but this guy actually makes it fun. It makes it funny.
We got people on top of the tower.
Yeah, well, we're gonna kill him and take your spot.
I fucks with Turtle, bro. Dude, these guys don't even realize that he's just, like, you know, like my age, but he has this voice changer. Dude, man, like, honestly, if, like, Call of Duty was, like, this shit more often, where you actually got people like this a little more often, oh my god, I would actually, like, play it more, you know, like, honestly.
Bro, you shouldn't be teabagging.
I've had it, like, there's been, like, rare times where I've actually have had this happen to me when, like, the first Modern Warfare with this, like, trilogy of the Call of Duties or whatever the fuck. Like, I mean, there's been a few times where that's happened with me, and holy shit, they were pretty good times.
Like that was one too.
Well, it's not my fault. It's part of the game. It's not my fault they forget stuff.
Damn, roasting.
God
damn, Tony! Let me get your Instagram.
Over here. Not them.
Oh, you did? I'm going in then, Turtle.
No, don't do it. It's not worth it.
They're taking every word for, you know, that he's like taken as gold.
What, dude? Loadout was cool, man.
You don't need a loadout. You could probably just fart on him and kill him. You eat Chipotle, and then you go fart on him and kill him. Last week,
I think Taco Bell will be more of a lethal weapon with that.
I had Chipotle, actually, and I really had to go to the bathroom, but I do not like pooping at school, because the bathrooms are disgusting. I went to squat poop, so I was squatting and pooping, and I missed the freaking toilet, and I pooped on the ground, and my friend saw it, and he told everyone that I pooped on the floor, and now everyone calls me Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate Rain! Oh no!
You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna lay down and grab me a bottle of water, guys. Hold on a second.
Wait, don't lay down yet. We're gonna get to you first.
But I wanna get a bottle of water. I'm like super dehydrated.
That bottle's in the war. Now get in there.
Alright. I'm covered.
Brothers armor, what a noob.
What a noob.
What an idiot. See ya.
He's dead.
See ya, loser.
I mean, honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, I know there are kids that actually can't play this good, and I think, I don't know if it is in this video specifically, but I know I saw a short of this guy where there's, like, where he was hanging out with a bunch of dads, which I think it might be these dudes, but I don't know if they are or not, where one of them was like, yo, man, there were, like, kids who are, like, god tier at Fortnite, man, you know, he's just better than us, like, he clutches up and shit and blah, 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 and one of them's like, nah, dude, it's like, I mean, there's no way this guy's actually 10 or some shit, you know, whatever, and it's like, nah, dude, and the other dude was just convinced and be like, nah, bro.
Hey, idiot.
I'm just not on you. Behind you.
Oh my gosh, I'm out of chocolate rain all over the freaking seat.
Damn! Dude, he built up that initial joke just to throw that out there. I mean, honestly, well, man, like, Slater's, like, comedic timing is pretty fucking great.
Pastor, you are the man, bro.
They almost caught all my chocolate rain all the freaking foreheads. Almost dumps on those cheeks.
Can you do one more post or what?
I'm gonna go grab a snack. I'll be right back.
Alright.
I got some Cheez-Its and the Capri Sun now. Ready to
The Capri Sun!
Capri Sun, brother.
Hell yeah, dude.
Sandwich! Kill everyone and take no prisoners and teabag all the dead bodies!
Teabagging every single one, even if I didn't kill him. Where you going, buddy?
Oh my god!
You stuck him?
I stuck him with the freaking electrocutor! Are you ready to come back?
I'll do my best.
Can I get a
Oh my god, that guy did that a little too good. That was a little too good. Holy shit.
Let's get this stuff! Get in here, guys. Get the stuff. There's an advanced UV somewhere here.
Oh, it's right here.
You got it. Nice.
Wait, hold on. You ever see someone get roasted about the end up like this? Oof. Yeah, not personally. Online, but not in person.
Stop it. Let me bounce it. You were supposed to save it. No nuts.
Oh no.
Drop it.
Damn, dude, the guy's actually mad. Dude, the kid's grilling. Well, obviously the kid is grilling him, dude. He actually is mad.
Can I get a saddle and gaga? Oh yeah.
Nice.
He's so nice.
You turn into roast beast. Rare who roast beast.
One shot. Dead. Teabag, everyone come get a teabag. Everyone come get a teabag.
I want a teabag. Oh yeah.
Dang it,
Oh yeah.
left.
Aww.
Nothing. Nothing.
Bad dude.
Old Man Slayer's actually pretty good though. Oh damn.
All right, Toto, one more, and then I'm done, brother.
Roger that. Let's do this, guys.
Here, people.
Run! Run!
Oh, I hear footsteps, listen.
He can hear you if you talk. Shh, 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 shh.
Oh no.
You probably farted. They can smell you.
Oh, what up?
New freaking season. I got a new skin. I took my mom's credit card. I bought all this pass.
Oh my god.
So what was your day? What did you do today?
That was our day off, man.
Sounds like a dream. I have to go to school today. I'm happy because today was my math class. So I got to see my math teacher. I love her.
She must be hot.
She got these really big knockers.
What are these knockers? They're called,
Cha-chas?
The cha-chas?
Yeah, I remember my fifth grade teacher. She was hot.
Me and my friends go by the fruit scale. There's starts out raisins, and there's grapes, apples, grapefruits, and then melons. I just can't stop staring. So why do they call you Big Hoss?
That's actually my real name.
Big Hoss or Hoss just first?
There's Hossy, Hossie, but I go by Hoss.
So why is it big? Are you tall?
Oh,
Wait, Hossie is actually a name? I know Hoss would be like a name, but like Hossie? Man, his mom, who named him? Because they must have hated him.
He's a little Hoss.
So you have a wife?
I had to dump her a long time ago. You know what I mean? No, we had a divorce when I was 21.
You had a divorce?
Whoa. I'm kind of curious about this guy's life story. Whoa. So he has a kid, and he's divorced at 21 for some time now. Like, oh shit! What? I'm actually like weirdly intrigued about that guy's life story out of nowhere.
Yeah, man, it happens.
So you have a girlfriend now or single?
Girlfriend.
Married at 21. Well, no, he got divorced at 21. That means he probably got married at 18 with his high school sweetheart or some shit. Or maybe 19. They got divorced a couple years later, and now it sounds like he has a girlfriend after, a few years later, fast forward some time. So, I mean, so it sounds like he's a single father, but, got like a stepmom potential going on, so I don't know. I mean, it seems like, I don't know. I'm genuinely kind of weirdly curious about the guy's backstory now.
You live with your mom and your dad, or just your mom?
Just my mom.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Divorces happen.
So if you had a baby, have you seen a booby in real life then?
I see a lot of boobies.
What do they smell like?
If their pH balance is right, it smells good.
I mean, maybe, but how long do you think marriage between two 18-year-olds will last? Well, to be fair, I think it depends on those people. Like, I think if there's genuine love and connection there, and they actually, I don't know. I mean, there are stories about, like, high school sweethearts have, like, been married, like, basically until they die, and there are plenty of high school sweethearts that, like, have horrible breakups, shortly after, or, like, a decade after, or whatever the fuck. Like, I don't know. I think that really just kind of depends on the person. Or I guess the couple.
It's like that peanut butter smell?
Yes, the peanut butter. I'm dead!
My friend Peter said it sounds like a banana milkshake.
Banana milkshakes are bomb though, so you know what I mean?
Dude, I love the wholesome trolling this guy does with this little squeaker voice. It's fucking great. I fucking love it. Like I said, it's not usually like the content I go after, you know, or like watch, but I mean, I do generally kind of like that guy. I mean, because, like, I mean, it's just like wholesome trolling. I mean, that's just what I see it as. Like, I mean, he's doing some trolling, but he's doing it very wholesomely. I mean, it's actually pretty amusing. Is Delaware, the marriage is strong because there's fuck all else to do. I mean, yeah, pretty much. I feel like all those New England states are pretty much like that, though. I mean, it's because there really is, like, fuck all to do out there. Can I help you? Have you seen any Christmas Carol movie? Shut up. Right. Oh. The movies. Well, I seen the original one, like the first one, but I don't know if I've seen the other ones. Here, see what other little things we can look at here. Actually, I think I remember seeing something that Jubilee uploaded the other day that I kind of want to see, or at least see if it's worth a fuck. Can you stop being gay? Middle ground. Oh fuck. Post will make sense either way. One of my favorites in any Christmas Carol adaptations when Ebenezer and the Ghost of Christmas Present are seeing Fred's party because they mock Scrooge, and it's funny because that the actors had to pretend they weren't there. It's almost like talking shit about someone else who goes outside you. Man, I need to see the whole Christmas Carol movie. I want to see like there was like one version of it. Wasn't there like an animated version? I'm pretty sure there was. Yeah, like I haven't seen that one. I want to check that one out because that one looks kind of cool. I haven't seen it before. I've seen trailers and like snippets of it before, but either way, pretty much all of them are relatively kind of the same with it. Yeah, actually, hold on before I get into the other thing. Wait, hold on. Friend Stefano says something to Kucher. Apparently, Neil Peart drove up in his original Rush audition, driving a Ford Pinto and carrying his drums in a garage bags. Damn. Bass Neil Peart. That's like some OG like garage band level shit right there, I tell you what.
Quite a few Pride.
Quite literally, because this drum kit was in trash bags. Damn. And it was in a Pinto.
They were amazing. But do I agree that holding Pride festivals are a good thing? No, I don't agree.
Oh god, here we go. Oh no, I kind of forgot where we're delving in. Okay, whatever. Having been just kind of cathartic for an act is being difficult. Yes, it is loathsome human being, and it smells bad, and he keeps eating all the goddamn artichoke dip. I think she's going off script. Oh boy.
As being gay, I do believe is a sin, and that does something to the land. Like when we celebrate that, it can cause...
Wait, does something to the land? Oh, what in the fuck is he... Oh, Jesus Christ, who is that? Who... What? Oh, okay,
diseases, all this stuff to start to happen according to the Bible.
We are approaching the 150th.
Oh no, is it? Oh no.
Middle Ground, and we need your help to continue making more episodes. Join our Middle Ground Patreon and help us make Middle Ground.
They should do like union supporters versus union busters. I mean, wait, how, like, what patron, like, tier level would I have to be to partake in that? Ah, whatever, who cares?
You're queer, even if you suppress your homosexual desires.
Yep, duh. Does he also believe sacrificing a virgin makes it rain? Maybe. And I guess the community overwhelmingly says yes, which is yes. Like, I mean, here's my answer. Yes, obviously, duh, because, well, it says it in the question. If you suppress your homosexual, like, desires or your, like, queer sexual-based desires, like, that doesn't make you any less queer. You're just suppressing it. I'm gonna send you prawn first ginger. Oh, goddamn, it looks delicious. And then a classic. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. There should have been more in the middle, but, you know, just kind of help be like a respite, but, you know what, I'll take it.
Can the agreeers please step forward?
Only two people in the pro or the LGBT side? Wait, really?
Being ex-gay is dishonest. I think psychologically we know sexuality, though it can exist on a spectrum, is part of who we are. It's an innate part of who we are. And I think claiming ex-gay is claiming that you've changed some part of you.
Do you think gay people literally have some sort of reality warping abilities? Why do they call themselves... Is that why they call themselves fairies? Well, funny enough, back in the day, back in the 70s, like, you know, for example, during the Stonewall riot, there was actually a quote by one of the police officers that said, we didn't think that these, you know, pixie fairy fags would actually, you know, fight back. Like, because they're the one group that we can easily, you know, beat up upon. Like, and that was literally the quote, pixie fairy, you know, like fag, basically. Because they just saw it as a bunch of dainty little fairies and, you know, easy to beat up on and fucking, you know, crash their parties and arrest them for cross-dressing and, you know, and all this other shit. You know, so it's like, I mean, that's literally what, like, I mean, yeah, like, that was actually a term for, you know, for queer people, you know, or at least, you know, gay people, at least. So, yeah.
And I think it's one thing to say, I've chosen not to lean into my desires. It's another thing to say I've been healed from or completely eradicated those desires within me.
Yeah, I agree. While I want to, like, honor and respect each person's individual journey and their own identity, an orientation just can't be changed. You can live it out in a different way, but it is how you were created. And psychologically speaking...
Well, mess with them then because they just won't send a storm after you. They'll send a gay storm, which is like a hurricane, but with that music
is damaging, actually.
Hey, not all of us gays, you know, are like that.
To depression and anxiety and obviously like suicide or suicidal ideation, that the fruit of trying to change actually is damaging to one's soul and psyche.
Can the disagreeers please step forward?
The only identity I want to claim over my life is child of God. I hate labels, and so even as I came out of the closet, like, I didn't like to announce myself as gay. The only identity that I clearly see within inside of myself is being a child of God. It's what...
You're gay. Oh my god. Yeah, oh god. No, we got the fucking weird religious nut, dude. Oh no. I already knew that right off the bat. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. I knew, you know, why did I not, like, I don't even know, what was I thinking? Like, why did I go into this thinking where I was not gonna get, like, hardcore religious bullshit? Like, seriously. What was in my brain thinking I wasn't gonna get this, you know, just fucking shoveled down my goddamn gullet? Oh, fuck. Oh, boy. Alright, well. Strapped in now. You know what? I could make it at least slightly easier on us and do that.
He has defined for me as a man.
Why is there conflict there between being a child of God and other parts of your identity?
That's why he loves Jesus. Maybe he wants a much closer relationship than most guys. And you know what? Yeah, honestly, in this Candace chick, she just also said, it's like, you know, why is there a conflict with being, you know, a child of God or, you know, whatever the fuck, you know, and being homosexual? Like, I mean, you could be a child of God and be gay, trans, bi, whatever the fuck. Like, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you identify as a child of God, which if you hate labels, then why did you put a label on yourself? A little contradiction there.
It's not really up to me to get to define, like, who I am, and a lot of times, even in my own life, like, I thought that I wanted certain things, and then I realized...
Well, yeah, okay, you know what, I kind of don't necessarily like that fucking framing anyway. Like, it's, like, in a way, it kind of is to a certain extent, like, I mean, like, it is up to you, you know, how you want to identify yourself as. Because if you feel comfortable to identify a certain way because that's how you personally feel more, then that's probably what you're going to do. Or at least, you know, more likely to. So, I mean, you know, and also, and at the end of the day, I think, you know, having an opportunity to, you know, have control about how you want to identify yourself as is a good thing. I mean, you know, like, that's just freedom right there. That's just liberty.
Those things are not good for me. So I base just my belief and my identity on like what the Word of God says.
Does that work in reverse? Like, what if you want to be a singer or a painter or something that is positive? Do you say, well, I can't do that because I can't find scriptural support that says I can go be a painter? Like, how do you feel about that in the opposite? Like, don't you think that there are things God instills inside of you to show you maybe what his plan is for you? And I'm with you too. My identity is in Christ. But there's so much that makes me me. I'm somebody's son. I'm somebody's brother. I love Celine Dion and Taco Bell. Like, there's all these moving parts to make Gilbert who Gilbert is. Yeah. And I just wonder, like, where do you draw the line if you think that, you know, God has to tell me who I am? Well, what if that's how I see this? God is always telling me who I am.
Yeah, there are certain things inside of us that they're not bad things. And so, like, if I wanted to be a singer, I did want to be a singer at one point. So I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Like, the Lord might want that for my life, but at the same time, I also have to surrender that to him and just tell him, okay, like, this is what I want to do, but you also get the last say, because at the end of the day, like, you were formed in the womb by him. He knows you better than you know yourself.
Well, if that's the case, then he made you gay, bro. So just accept it. Like, you know, like, I mean, I guess the bigger guy, the other Bible thumper, who I guess is a more liberal gay Christian, which I guess is better and good. Like, I'd rather them be a lot more liberal, you know, if they're going to be a queer Christian type, because, like, you know, at that point, if they're not, they're basically, like, you know, believing in things and that advocate for, they're against their own interests, you know. But, like, I mean, it all just kind of boils down for this guy to be like, dude, like, whatever you're saying and whatever you think, even if God, as I was saying, he's, you know, seen you before the womb, you know, and all this shit, which I know the whole lingo, like, then he made you that way then, bro. Like, I mean, just accept it and embrace it. Like, what, you think God had, like, you know, now, like, made a little mistake and now there's a contradiction in that or something? I mean, that's kind of the weird fucking thing about it with this guy. It's like, he's really thinking, it's like, oh, well, you know, I'm, you know, a man of God and I, you know, am made in his image and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, which, whatever, pretty much most Christians believe that. And, but also trying to say, it's like, well, you know, me being, you know, like, gay and being out of the closet actually was bad, so it's like, you know, I now just identify as a man of God and he gets the last say and blah, 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 which also sounds pretty gay anyway. It's just like, I surrender to the Lord. It's like, oh, what, do you surrender to his cock, basically? It's like, come on. I mean, the gay innuendos are kind of hard to not avoid here at this point. Like, so it's like, dude, just embrace the gay. Just like, I mean, you're queer, bro. Like, it's like, I mean, it's, I can see why he didn't step forward, but, like, man, you should have. And this is the reason why I would have, because, like, dude, him being so queer as fuck is so obvious. Like, the fact that he's wearing the tank top, that his, like, you know, fucking, like, how he, you know, carries his voice and shit. Dude, he strikes me as, like, a fucking total bottom. Like, honestly. Even if he brings up the choice argument, it would still mean God made you predisposed to be more likely to make that choice. Exactly. And and you know what? As it all, you know, morally, there's nothing inherently wrong with that choice. I mean, outside of, like, Leviticus and the Bible, there really isn't much, you know, that says that is morally wrong. Biblically, at least. And also, like, that whole verse in itself can also be interpreted differently anyway. Like, I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, like, obviously, you know, bigots use a lot, but it could honestly be, you know, interpreted in other ways, you know, to a certain extent as well. So that's why, yeah, that's why the song tells you to fall on knees and praise Jesus. Praise the Lord.
I believe in
suck his dick.
I believe that you can be completely delivered from homosexuality, not only because of what the Bible says, but because of my personal story. You know, I used to have sex with men. I used to dress like a woman. Used to, you know, have a desire to possibly be a transgender if it wasn't for the grace of God. But God completely changed.
Oh boy, we got somebody who wait. We got a gay guy. I'm assuming this person's more likely gay, but is open to the idea of maybe being trans and, like, at least a drag queen or a cross-dresser. Like, I mean, Dude, oh my god, there's gonna be so much god-thumping bullshit, dude. Oh, fuck, bro.
You said that your identity is in Christ, but your identity is also in the LGBTQ. I don't know for sure. Do you identify as somebody in the
Right,
LGBTQ?
so like I was saying, there's many things that make me me. When I say that I'm gay, it means that I'm being honest about my attractions. It's not just like sexual, it's also psychological, it's romantic.
And also, like, that's being honest with God, too, technically, if we're gonna use this Christian argument. Because, like, I mean, hey, dude, stop it. Like, because if you're, like, if you're being honest with your own identity and who you are, you're being honest with how God made you, and thus being honest with God. Like, I mean, this whole, like, logic that they try to use with this whole shit, it, falls apart. Like, I mean, like, wouldn't you want to, like, be honest with your identity with how God made you and shit? Like, using the Christian logic here? I mean, it's like, it's all bullshit anyway, but I'm just saying, it's like, I mean, by their logic, I mean, people who might be queer, trans, gay, or otherwise, or whatever the fuck, should embrace that identity, because, by their logic, God made them that way. And, whoa, fucking God, Jesus Christ, that dog scared shit out of me. Yo! Alright, hold on. Alright, you're getting a little bit of timeout or some shit. No, fuck. Yep, fuck you. Yep, get over there. Yep. Shut up. What? Meow. Little turd. Come off you. Here. Get in the laundry room and hang out in there or some shit. Little dork. Oh, Jesus Christ. God, there's no reason to be doing that. God, freak. Do you think this hardcore religious guy who is openly gay gets off and believing he's going to hell? Yeah, I'm a fucking sinner. I love having sodomy. You know he's looking down at me. Honestly, I bet there probably are some weird ass motherfuckers like that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe in Catholicism, honestly.
All of these things that I cannot have with a woman.
Sexuality is a choice. Everybody has the
No, it's not.
Right of free will to choose what they want to do, but at the end of the day, our subjection to...
No, okay, that goes in contradiction to what the other guy said. If, like, God predetermined, who you are in the womb, then that means that you don't have free will. Like, I mean, God already knew what you were going to be, who you are in your life and everything, basically down to the gnat's ass until you die. Like, and by that logic, then, your life has basically already been written. According to God's eyeballs. So it's like, and that guy's a Christian. He openly was saying earlier, so how in the fuck does that work, huh, buddy? Like, so, wait, does he see your entire life, but you have the free will and free choice to do whatever the fuck you want? So, what, does he see, like, a fan fiction of your fucking life? Or is it, like, predetermined? Make up your mind, bitches.
To the word of God. I can quote numerous scriptures where it says that a man and a woman is forbidden by God. It doesn't mean that God hates the person that's doing that. God loves everybody, but he hates the sin. And it also says that those who approve of such things or those who practice such things will endure hellfire.
I think I'm probably the most unique person here because I firmly believe, first of all, sexuality and gender are not a choice. And I say that as an intersex person. So I don't know if you guys understand what being born intersex means. You might have heard the term hermaphrodite. I was born with a condition called de la Chapelle syndrome. I'm chromosomally a female, but there was a gene mutation on my dad's Y chromosome that caused me to develop harshly male. And then when I finally started to hit puberty, I was actually developing more like a female. And I don't know.
I think, honestly, this is the first time I think, like, an intersex person's, like, been here.
It's disingenuous to say that, like, sexuality or gender is a choice because I never got the choice to be diagnosed with the intersex condition that I have. I think that there's a lot of things we just don't understand about sexuality and gender, so I come from a scientific place. I don't come from a religious place.
So I'll say this, I'll agree that...
Well, thank fuck someone has a sense of rationality. thank God someone has a brain. Because at least they, being partial male, even though being mostly a woman, I'm gonna at least, I don't know what their pronouns are, so I'm just gonna say they for now. But at least when it comes to, their, summation of that, it's it's not a choice, and if anything, at the end of the day, even let's grant the idea that it is, some people never got that. People who are intersex don't necessarily inherently get that choice. because, you know, they kind of come from, you know, outside of the typical binary when it comes to, you know, biological sex in that case. Like, you know, they're kind of outside of that little sphere. So it's like they don't really get the, you know, typical choice of what sexuality is at that point. Like, there's, you know, there's different things, you know, that are a lot more complex that, yeah, granted, we just don't have much of an understanding of. At least, you know, we do more in comparison to, like, you know, decades ago, or even a decade ago. But, I mean, you know, like, you know, there's still much to learn about it. Like, you know, we're, you know, it's still a learning process. You know, flooding entire and Sodom and Gomorrah. What was that about loving the sinner again? I know, right? Gotta love the sinner. Well, you know, actually, see, that was the Old Testament, bruh. The Old Testament was when God was a little more wrathful. But in the New Testament, he's chill, bruh. You ever get that one?
Having same-sex attraction is not a choice and stuff, because I had same-sex attraction since preschool and stuff. I didn't have that choice and stuff. I was like, oh, why am I attracted to guys like how girls and guys normally are attracted to each other? But I definitely will say, like, you know, as a Christian from a theological standpoint, you do have a choice to act on it or not, and God gives us the power by the strength of the Holy Spirit to have us.
Why are there so many of these religious thumpers? Ah!
A life that is holy and pure and righteous before him.
In services, what always breaks my heart is that you have pastors.
Dude, there's like 4 of them, and like guys, uptight assholes about everything. Fuck me, man.
Break my heart for what breaks yours. Open up my eyes to things unseen. And they are able to have this palatable way of accepting LGBT people by calling them same-sex attracted. But then when we come into their church and we're like, but okay, yeah, if you want to use that language, but we're gay. These orientations don't change.
But like I said before, what makes you be able to define yourself?
The definition of the word. I mean, it says.
Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean, you fucking psycho nut? It's like, it's called self-expression, my dude. It's called just being you. Like, you know you best. Like, I mean, when it comes to who you are. Like, I mean, what the fuck does that even mean? Even Zukov is being rebellious about it. Okay, you realize, low-key though, you need to shut the fuck up. Why are you being so boofy? Stop being so boofy.
Yes.
You want to take it for a while? He's been annoying the shit out of me for like the past like 30 minutes with his boofing.
I got a cat I'm trying to coax out of the corner. It's like cone 3 dinner time and he's still hiding down there.
He's got authority.
To speak the truth? God.
No, to...
I know, to end this, so this dude keeps claiming he isn't gay, right? Supposedly. The guy in the tank top, yeah.
Identify yourself.
I'm using a definition of a word.
So, to you, like, you just can claim whatever identity that you want for yourself.
No, unless it's true.
What is with these people thinking, like, oh, you can just be whatever, like, he's basically implying the attack helicopter joke meme. Like, that's what he's trying to imply, basically. It's like, dude, oh my fucking God.
To the realization that I was gay. When I was seeking a relationship with the Lord, I told the Lord, I said, hey, this is how I feel. This is what I like. But you're going to have to show me that you're real. You're going to have to prove yourself to me. And he did. And he took those desires away from me. He's given me...
No, that's confirmation bias, my dude. God, there ain't no God, telling you that shit. That was, like, your own, imagination telling you otherwise, and you decided to confirm your own imagination as reality.
To overcome my desires of falling into homosexuality again. But that doesn't mean temptation is not there. I don't get tempted as I did before, but...
So you're gay, but you don't fall into the, quote, temptation? How's that make sense then, dude? Like, so you're gay, but you just are, like, asexual about it? And you're just, like, celibate? Like, like, he's, like, voluntarily celibate about being gay? Is that what I'm hearing?
Bible says Jesus got tempted by the devil. So, like, it's not, temptation is not a sin, but I'm just saying that the deliverance part comes from the Holy Spirit giving me the strength over that and completely
There's a religious component, but the psychological component is that then you're repressing a part of your sexuality. It's not gone, it's still there. It's not, but you're choosing to not engage with it. Why do you call it repress?
Because you're gonna go to hell if you, choose to do that. So that's bad. So I choose not to do that because it's a choice, obviously.
Because there's a lot of things that we do that what we would consider something that I don't want to do. Like, let's say I love Big Macs, I love going to McDonald's, I love eating, but that's not necessarily good for me. Would you say that I repress my needs?
Is he really trying to make the equivalent of, like, you know, eating fast food to being gay? Like, okay, suppressing the urge to eat some fast food versus, like, suppressing the urge to suck a cock are, like, way two different fucking things, bro. Like, I mean, I can suppress the urge to have a Baconator, even though, goddamn, now I just thought about it, I really want one. But, like, I mean, you know, it's like you can suppress that urge, like I am right now with that, you know, the shit that I just popped in my mind. And, like, I'm doing the Lord's work and suppressing my sins and temptations, you know, but I'm just saying, it's like, you know, that's different in comparison to wanting to suck a dick or some shit if you're gay or not. Like, I mean, give me a break, bro. Like, dude, oh my god, this is just actually fucking sad, dude. These religious, like, nuts are just really sad, bro. Dude, like, dude, these weird, like, more centrist / conservative leaning LGBT, you know, style, like, you know, fucking Christians are just really, honestly, kind of annoying and sad.
They have to be negative. Why can't it be something positive? Yeah, like self-control.
Self-control is repression.
Yeah, so I think it's self-control to say no.
Okay, who is this chick in the yellow jacket? She has, like, barely said a fuck. Like, she said, like, self-control, yeah, and then everyone's like, oh, yes, like, she said, like, 2 words, and everyone's like, yes, quite.
You're saying that this is necessarily negative. I think, agreed. Ex-gays, I want you to be honest and say, I still have the attraction and I'm choosing to not engage with it, rather than telling people they can act.
Wait, why didn't she come up initially? Like, your career, even if you express your homosexual desires, why didn't she, why didn't they, like, you know, walk up, you know, like, if that's the case? Because she's like, yep, true. She's like, you know, pointing at this guy, being like, yep.
Healed from their sexuality. That's not true.
There's scientific basis behind being...
Discord, you two cents of bullshit. Oh, yeah, I kind of saw it. No, what was I saying? One of these dudes should be like, oh, yeah, and then take their dick right in front of the face and you try to suck on it, case closed. True!
So, I mean, I feel like this...
Wait, hold on. Wait, what's on here? Is there scientific basis behind being LGBTQ? Yes.
Being LGBTQ. Let's go.
Ah! So, that lady earlier that's saying scientific shit... Oh, dude, she said, let's go, and she's like, oh, hell yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like this prompt is very much about someone like me. I think there is scientific basis behind being born in the LGBTQ community. There is, like, so much scientific basis for someone like myself. And we've existed since the beginning of time, but the media never platformed someone like myself. Like, I can't name one famous intersex person.
Why does Candace have such a cold death stare?
Intersex person. I think it's mighty time that, like, we bring intersex voices forward, because I think not only can it help our community, but it can help the trans community with a lot of the struggles of, like, people invalidating their identity and, like, their manhood or their womanhood or their personhood, you know?
I think psychologically, scientifically, we know that homosexuality occurs throughout nature. This is not a question anymore. And the idea,
I like how he just scurried in out of nowhere.
The idea, this language of
I guess her just making her quick little point was like, you know what, I kind of agree with her actually. Just scurries over out of nowhere.
Does unfortunately come from the Bible is just untrue. Scientifically, we know that homosexuality is a naturally occurring phenomenon in many species and in humanity.
I was really just about to say, it's like there are plenty of different animals that partake in homosexual, like, you know, acts and shit. And for various different reasons, but nonetheless, the fact that they do it in the first place, you know, shows that it's a thing. Like, it doesn't really matter what the hell the reason is. Like, I mean, like bonobos, for example, basically use, like, sex as, like, almost, like, as a form of, like, exchange, trade, and communication, essentially. And as a way to, like, you know, deal with disputes and shit. Like, I mean, so that includes, like, all of them. Like, I mean, I don't give a fuck, you know, who's, you know, like, in the bonobo tribe, you know, who's, like, you know, involved in that shit. They're going, like, everyone's involved in that. When it comes to, you know, bonobos, like, they don't care. Like, they are just, like the pinnacle of, like, fucking sex fiends, if anything.
Trying to claim
like, so, you know, because of all that, like, it just shows that there are a plethora of different animals. I mean, the list could really go on, like, you know, with, you know, different animals and why they have these, you know, different behaviors, or at least, you know, examples of it. Like, it's just, like, endless. Like, there's, like, you know, been, like, gay penguins, like, you know, lions will use homosexual sex as, like, a form of dominance, as a way to be like, yeah, I'm the alpha bitch, you know, that type of shit. You know, it's like, there's been, you know, like, plenty of animals do this.
An innate part of human being.
And if that's the case, then, shocker, humans do it too.
Is not doing that from a scientific standpoint.
I don't think any animals are asking to be delivered from their homosexuality. And, like, if we're going to have a religious animal, someone husband who was religious for the first 13 years of my life. The common saying, God makes no mistakes. I don't think God made any mistakes.
Amen.
And also about any of just like my average transsexual brothers and sisters and non-binary siblings. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that.
DNA cannot predict sexuality. It cannot predict if you're gay. It cannot predict if you're straight. And also, too, with intersex individuals, we cannot use the case of intersexuals to generalize the LGBT community.
But if someone could be born like me, why could someone...
What? Huh? Like, someone's intersex is not a generalization of the LGBT. Like, being gay is more of a generalization on the LGBT than anything. Huh? That doesn't even make sense.
Born homosexual, bisexual, transsexual.
The psychology is clear, though. There is not a single psychological association in the country.
I've seen Chris Rock spit on God. It's been a while, but yeah.
That sexuality is something that can be changed. They would say it's an innate reality.
And for gender as well.
Because it used to be, like, they did have psychological terms. Homosexuality was considered to be a disorder.
In the age of Freud, but we've moved on since that.
Yeah,
bumped that.
Why have we moved on since that? Was it the gay rights?
Oh my god, dude, I hate this guy in the fucking tank top, dude. It's like, oh, well, it's seen as mental disorder at one point, so, you know, I don't know. If you want to talk about science, I mean, it was like mental disorders. It's like, yeah, like back in, like, you know, like, since, like, the... What are you getting into? Like, since the fucking 80s, you know, like, or some shit. Well, like, honestly, it's been around for a while. But, like, I mean, like, just because it was, like, incorrectly labeled as that doesn't mean that it was accurate or true. Like, I mean, you know, shit could be updated and actually corrected over time. Like, because usually science is also about that, too. If anything, I mean, a good scientist will celebrate if they realize they're wrong. They're like, oh shit, we were wrong about this. Cool, we found a more correct way of realizing the reality of this thing that we're studying and shit. Like, I mean, like, you know, having a better understanding, you know, of a thing is something that scientists should celebrate. So if they happen to be wrong about something and have a better understanding with a more correct, you know, basis of, you know, perception about it, that's a good thing to them. Like, so, I mean, you know, hey, guess what? Like, you know, them changing that, you know, when it comes to, like, being labeled as a mental disorder is a good thing. You fucking... Oh, my God. This is about to drive me mad. Holy shit. I'm glad I had to sped up a little bit, because, honestly, like, we'd be here forever if we didn't.
Freud was... Science progresses as we get new knowledge. That's how science works.
I believe if you were born with a vagina, you are a woman. If you were born with a penis, you are a man.
What?
Biologically, so that means gender is the same thing, so,
Okay, so you were in war, and
you know what? That literally just, like, fucking, like, basically just says, nah, this person right here, now fuck them. Nah, they're not a thing. Nah, you're either born with this or this. Well, hey, guess what? There's someone who's literally intersex right here, sitting next to you, and it's like, they're not even, like, like, oh my god, like, dude, this guy, why, okay, like, this, I'm sorry, but this guy is honestly kind of dumb as hell, so, like, holy shit. I mean, the guy in the tank top's just annoying and just really stupid with the Bible thumpy fucking talking points and shit, but this guy just hell dumb. Like, oh my god.
What about my
okay, so you were in war, and a grenade went off, and you lost your penis. What would your gender be?
Still a man.
Okay, but you don't have a penis. You have no genitalia.
Yeah, well, that's what God gave me. Whatever God gave you with it, you can cut it off. You can.
Well, guess what? Guess what? Some man with a grenade blew that shit up. So, like, I mean, you know, like, what the fuck? Oh my god, whatever, dude. This guy's an idiot.
Whatever it is, I believe that's still what
so
God made.
So God gave me non-functioning genitalia until I had reproductive, like.
Wait, I want to ask a question though. What are, like, if I don't want to be, you know.
No, I'm an open book, so ask me anything.
But reproductive organs, like, they don't work. Like, do you have a womb?
So for me, no, I was born with literally like almost no internal sex organs and non-fully developed sex organs. So when I was born, I basically had a partially formed phallus, but I did not have testes, did not have ovaries, I didn't have any internal prostate, anything like that. And so when I started going through puberty, I never got very.
So wait, what? Okay, I like how everybody is now just, like, legit, like, the guy listening in, because now I'm sitting here, like, thinking in my head, wait, so is she, like, legit kind of, like, almost, like, kind of Barbie doll status going on down there or something? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm not, like, because now I'm wondering, like, I mean, that's just, like... I mean, like I said, I really am pretty ignorant as fuck when it comes to, like, you know, intersex diagnoses, because, I mean, it varies, you know, from person to person in a lot of ways. Like, I mean, it's kind of unique to the individual because, like, it's always based on the developmental process in the womb and all this other shit. So it's one of those things where it's kind of unique to the individual. So it's just kind of like I'm more of having just like this stoner thought of like, so what does shit look like? It's like it's just more of like a weird stoner intrusive thought of just like what the like, because now I'm just wondering what's going on there.
But I did grow breast tissue naturally. So like, what do you say to someone like me who's like walking around with breasts, but you know, I literally was never going to be able to father or mother a child. There's a lot more to the conversation than just like penis man, vagina female, XX this, and like I have XX chromosomes, but like
XX that is male.
XX is female. Yeah. So I have chromosomally a female.
Oh my god, that guy is so. Oh, dude, the guy tanked. Dude, did he just seriously fucking say that? XX is male. XX is male, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's, even if you are not like, you know, some sort of like biological, like, you know, knowledge dude or whatever, that's like some basic knowledge shit. That's like basic human knowledge 101 shit right there, bro. Like, oh my fucking god, dude. Holy shit. They need to honestly quiz these people with like a high school test of some sort, like a basic like, you know, high school test, you know, like, you know, for every like, you know, core curriculum thing, like, you know, science, you know, language arts and shit, because holy shit, like, oh my god, there are some dumb fucks on this panel. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's like 3 people breaking their back, you know, holding this shit up with, you know, sanity. And then everyone, well, and then there's like 2 others that are just kind of there. And then the rest of them are just like fucking religious nuts. I can smell the homeschool coming off this guy. Yeah, I kind of have a weird feeling this guy was probably hella homeschooled. And then he probably, you know, thinks his whole, like, you know, being gay and shit was his rebellious phase as a young adult and all this other shit. I honestly will not be surprised if he says that somewhere in this.
My condition is called de la Chapelle syndrome, but it's also known by some people as XX male syndrome because, like, again, people just associate the penis being there as something to be male, but up to 50% of people with my
Well, I guess I answered my weird intrusive question.
My condition do end up going under some feminizing transition. I'm happy to share my story because I think it's very important. I think it would help a lot of people understand that, like, if I can be born this way, why could someone not be born a trans person? Why could someone not be born a homosexual or bisexual person?
Well, I want to apologize for the Christian community because I think there has been a lack of education. Between gender and then also sexuality. I look at your case, I'm like, man, that's horrible. That sucks. Like, attraction.
Why does it suck? I mean, it's just is. Like, it's just their fucking life. I mean, I guess it sucks because America's healthcare system sucks. So, yeah, they probably have to go through a bunch of hoops to just get basic healthcare for, you know, or specialized healthcare for their needs and shit. But, I mean, like, just because they are intersex doesn't, like, that doesn't suck. That's just who they are. Like, I mean, just, you can't really change that. Outside of, like, you know, maybe doing, you know, certain, like, elements of, like, you know, social or, like, you know, physical transitions, if you want to. But that's up to the individual, isn't it?
Of things. Those are different than gender.
As a believer in the Word of God, I believe that...
Oh my god. I think you've said that 8,000 times, my dude. Rashad, you can shut up about that. We get it. You're a Bible thumper, just like you know, our big buddy over here and the tank top wearing dipshit over there. So it's like, yeah, we get it. You 3 are the Bible thumpers of the group.
Created a man and a woman. So when it comes down to intersex, I don't believe God is the author of confusion. That's why I don't believe if you have a little breast tissue or you have you're not growing facial hair, I can completely switch over.
She looks, they're looking so uncomfortable. It's just like, excuse me? They have this look of just like, excuse me? Fucking what?
Female, or I can completely switch over to a male because I have certain male.
I would scoot like, I would like scoot a few inches away.
Woman and I have a beard. I still feel like what's between your legs, what God has created you. God created man and woman. I don't see any intersex. I don't see any of these things in the Bible.
Wow, yeah, wow, dude, oh my god, I said it earlier and holy shit, yeah! He really, dude, you really, oh my god, he fucking really honestly said what I was assuming earlier. It's like, what, you literally don't see it, and guess what, right there, he literally said it. Ah, you're an idiot. There's an intersex person physically right next to you, and you're just like, nah, I don't see that. What a fucking scumfuck, dude. What a piece of shit. I'm really increasingly not liking that guy at all. Fuck that dude.
Tremendously dismissive. The very first being that was created was genderless.
Was Adam. No, Adam was a man. Adam said it was Adam.
Well, oh Jesus Christ.
But with that, let's just go. Adam and Eve are the first, okay? But just because something is the first, it doesn't mean that it's the standard. If you look at Adam and Eve, then you're like, oh, that's what we have to be. They're the blueprint. Well, then that goes down the slippery slope. Because then, what was their hair color? What was their eye color? What was their skin color? And any deviation from that means that you're...
Well, that's where you get Nazis and fascists and, hardline right-wing extremists. Because at that point, it's like... Well, hey, you could just infer what is the superior origin of the standard. There you go. Like, so, I mean, you can make up whatever fucking foo-foo bullshit at that point. So Adam and Eve could be like, these svelte Aryans if you're like a Nazi, or like, these svelte fucking, like, Jewish, like, idea of like, chiseled Chads or some shit if they're like, if they're like Jewish hardliners or, Zionistic Hasidic Jews extremist types, or fucking like a chiseled god tier Muhammad looking fucking just svelte fuck or some shit. If it's like Islami, wherever religion it is, don't really fucking matter. Like, you can infer whatever weird stupid standard you want with it.
I'm also a therapist, and I work with a lot of children who have autism. Seeing families who, question, like, why was my child born this way, I kind of think of that scenario in my head. Obviously, autism, but you being intersex and coming out here, I think it's...
She better be careful with her fucking words right now.
It's a wonderful thing because you guys, your stories are not really heard. I think of the scripture when a man went to Jesus about his son who was born blind, and he said, why was my son born this way? Is it
generational curse?
Yeah, is it a result of my sins? And Jesus responded and said, it's so the glory of God could be seen in him. That brings a lot of comfort to me. And when I think of a rare case of I know you're not religious, you don't believe in that, but that's how I see you. I see the glory of God in you.
And I'm so glad you can.
And she's a therapist. Oh my God. Like, dude, why are there so many of them on this panel? Oh my God. This, oh man. I'm really having some regrets right now. This pain.
My prayer is that you can see it in all of them.
Dude, you know how Mormons believe the mark of Cain was getting him turned black? Well, what if they're right, but in reverse, it's actually Cain was black and God turned him into a lame white guy? Honestly, you know what? I'm willing to believe that more. I'm honestly willing to believe that probably is more accurate.
Conversion therapy has positive outcomes.
Nope. Next question. Like, Jesus Christ, are you... Oh, my God. Oh, no. Fuck. Oh, Christ. Okay, here we go. Strap it in for this
Praise
one, boys.
the Lord, yes.
Thank God nobody stepped forward.
I guess
Wait, really? Wait. Hey, what are you getting into?
Praise the Lord, yes.
Thank God nobody stepped forward.
I guess
Alright, well, fair enough. Okay. Even with the Bible thumpers, no one stepped forward. I will grant that. Wait, but a few of them were, like, conversion therapied out. Like, okay. Here, let me grab this. Wants to eat this for some reason. You do not want this. This is a warhead. It's a little warhead, and I don't think Zukov wants that, but he is really interested. No, you don't want that.
Everybody come forward.
I believe conversion therapy is detrimental because I believe the only person that can convert you is Jesus Christ. Homosexuality.
That's still conversion! Oh my God! That's still conversion therapy, you shit! Oh my God, this person's so fucking stupid. Holy shit. Oh my God. Like, that is still fucking conversion therapy. My dude. Or really just like gay conversion torture, realistically. I mean, like, I mean, I guess the difference is you're doing it yourself, but the thing is, like, you're still having a pastor, you're still having religious figures, you're still having, you know, people of your church, you know, being participatory in this. Like, that is bullshit. Like, so that guy, honestly, that motherfucker should have, you know, stepped forward. He was just lying. Like, I mean, it's, dude, what a fucking sack of shit, dude.
Not the only sin. Murdering is a sin. Thieving is a sin. If I were to steal that jacket from you and run out of here, that's a sin. You know what I mean? I don't believe conversion therapy is really converting somebody, because I believe homosexuality is a demonic spirit. And the only way a demonic spirit can leave a person is...
What? A demonic spirit? Well, hey, you know what? I embrace it. I embrace the demons. Ave Satanas to his demons, and you know, like, I mean, okay.
Jesus Christ.
So, do you hold homosexuality and murder on the same level?
They're both sin.
Well, can I say something about conversion?
This is like, you know, the equivalent of, like, you know, 1980s gay satanic panic shit. It's all sin, you know. I'd rather, you know, than be a murderer, because at least there ain't no, you know, damn fag, but it's like, it's all sin nonetheless. But at least I can understand why someone ought to kill a man. I couldn't understand them being a fag, though. It's like, it's basically that fucking shit. That's what he's saying, basically. If he was like some 1980s chuckle fuck, you know, beer chugging fucking white guy in the fucking South. Like, I mean, there really isn't no fucking difference. And this look right here is just like how I'm feeling in my brain right now. Like, just yoinks.
Experienced conversion therapy, so I actually was an attendant of the Exodus Ministries, if you guys are familiar with that.
That's what I'm sure was all going to come up.
Yeah.
Exodus International, non-profit, interdenominational, ex-gay Christian umbrella organization that sought to, quote, help people who wish to uplift their homosexual desires. Oh my god. So they're a fucking, like, not, like, non-profit, like, gay conversion torture org. That's great.
To getting people to just have heterosexual.
It must have really sucked for Kane, because his size was basically cut in half and don't mean his height.
I remember we went up to some mountain and there was protesters outside of the hotel, and I was forced to go there by my parents. But I don't think that it worked just because Jesus wasn't the center. And so while I was there, the only thing that I learned was, like, this is how you can be more masculine. This is how you can be more manly, by playing football. And then the girls, they would teach them how to, you know, put on makeup.
Did you ever pray? I don't know. I'm asking.
Did I pray like the gay way?
Well, yeah. I know we all made those prayers, of course. Yeah. But I mean, because I never went through that. That's not my journey. So I was wondering, like, in those practices, did they not incorporate, like,
they did, but it wasn't like the main goal. Like, I've been able to recognize Jesus as the change of my desires, to be able to say my desires change to want to submit my whole personhood to the lordship of Jesus. I don't feel it. Like, I'm like, well, I still have attractions to men, and I'm looking around the gym and I'm like, wow, these guys are, you know, good looking. Yeah. I'm still like, I want to submit my desires to the Lord. And that came out of my desire to want to serve Jesus, not necessarily to want to be heterosexual or to want to be more manly.
Yeah, I mean, I spent years and years and years doing exactly what you're talking
just suck it up, no pun intended, and just be gay, dude. Like, I mean, just fucking God. Like, dude, some of these, like, Christian gays just need to, like, they try to suppress it, just need to, like, just stop. Just stop being, like, either stop being Christian or, like, just get the fuck over it or something. I don't know. Like, I mean, y'all need a new level of therapy or some shit. In a sense that embraces your sexuality. Like, cause goddamn, like, I mean, it's really pathetic.
Fasting, praying, being prayed over, delivered, all of the things that I was told I needed to do to take away my desire, that I would submit to Jesus. And the time that I felt most filled with the Holy Spirit was when
oh my God, are there literally only like 2 people that are not Bible thumpers? Why are literally all of them Bible thumpers? Oh my God, dude. Dude, why are so many of them?
That is when I was filled with peace and joy. You know, just like I want to respect your stories, there can't be a disproving of the Spirit of God in my life. That is a personal experience, just like you're having personal experiences.
Good for you.
My personal experience.
I'm already annoyed with the rest of them, so now just the whole mention of this shit just irks my gears. So, like, whatever. I mean, she's not that bad. I mean, she's actually fine. She's one of the few that's breaking her back, actually kind of standing up for this shit, but she kind of dropped the ball a little bit on this one. She dropped the bag. Just a little bit, but I think a lot of it's just because, like, the whole Bible thumbing shit that's been just so incessantly pushed by these other fucks, like, that immediately just grinded my gear up pretty good. Like, why are all of them, dude?
To the beautiful fruit of the Spirit of God being in my relationship with my wife.
I'm sure there were a lot of fruits made.
Children.
Can you link that fruit back to the Bible? Because if you can't link it back to the...
Yeah, it's called the fruit of knowledge that, God tried to withhold from Adam and Eve, bitch. How about that? Go fuck yourself.
It's not the fruit of or even just like God's redemptive order. Like if all the women in the world decided to have sex with women and all the men decided to have sex with men, there'd no longer be any reproduction.
God has created us diversely.
Plenty of straight people who...
What? Like, not that... Even if that's the case, if for some reason, like, literally everybody was homosexual and shit, I mean, there would still be, like, a certain level of, like, hey, we still need to, sustain our species, so let's have a program to where we can inseminate each other. Just for that sake of, all that. And yeah, also bisexuals, pansexuals and shit. Like, I mean... like omega demi quadratic, asexual shit. I don't know. Like, I'm just being a little hyperbolic now. But I mean, there's like, a spectrum of sexuality, and it's like, nah. If everyone was like gay, we would not have any reproduction. It's like, well, sure, no shit, but not everyone's gay, dumbass.
Of course, I'm just saying that there's an order to the way that God does things, and
But if God produced me, then like,
why didn't you tell me a figment of my imagination? Because I'm supposed to enforce your insanity. You're definitely not in the padded room, I promise.
produce like just a normal gay person or just a normal transsexual person, like anything like that. Like, I just don't think that you can really pray. I couldn't pray that away.
I have a question about the word conversion therapy, because I did a year of conversion therapy, and that was meeting with ex-lesbian person, and we prayed through my sins. The idea behind conversion therapy was that there was trauma in my past, and that was causing my sexual orientation to skew. And so I spent a year doing all of this prayer for deliverance. And then I hear some language here being talked about, like being delivered of homosexuality. If it's not being done by a
I like funny tasting pudding they give me. I'm sure it is good.
That doesn't change the fact that it's trying to convert you from being one thing to another thing, and I think that is objectively harmful.
It's not about bringing that community from gay to straight. Right. It's bringing them from gay to a...
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, Rashad, you disingenuous piece of shit. Like, the whole idea of gay conversion therapy is to make them straight, because that is, into the hardline, Christian evangelicals and this whole Exodus movement that you mentioned earlier. That's the whole purpose. Because that is, more akin to the eyes of God or whatever the fuck, you bastard.
The Lord, I'm married today. I have a baby on the way, right?
Congratulations.
Thank you, bro. But I think when I tell people my testimony, they take the highlight of my story as me being married and me having a child on the way. But the highlight of my story is me coming from
that child's gonna have a lot of stress and trauma. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I feel bad for the kid.
To a relationship with the Lord. Okay, my desire to be with a man is no longer there. I want to be with a woman, right? But it came from my relationship with the Lord. So it's about bringing that community from a relationship.
Yeah, you're lying to yourself there, bucko.
With the Lord rather than from gay.
I'm a therapist.
I'm really curious of like how much you really had to fake it till you made it, to have that baby, dude.
For almost 20 years. Yeah. And I would say at least half, if not more, of the clients that my team and I work with are people just like you. They call us and they say, I have 3 kids. I have an amazing life. But in time, all it has brought is suffering. That is their story.
To be a Christian is part of being suffering. I mean, you should...
Oh my God! Oh, part of being Christian is just suffering and having trauma and being insecure and stuff and blah, 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 blah. Like, oh my God, dude, fuck these people, dude. Like, oh my God. Dude, they are just like a cult of suffering. Like, that's all these motherfuckers are about. Like, it's like, oh, well, life is suffering, so that's, the whole point, so you gotta get good with God, and maybe you'll have a, good life afterwards when you're dead from all the suffering, as long as you just, stoically embrace it. It's like, what the Dude, this is why I'm not a Christian. Like, I grew up with this fucking bullshit, and I was like, no. It never made sense, never will. Always hated it. Never gonna stop hating it. Like, always will. Hate the shit. Fuck it. Like, it's obviously Tana's fuck the shit.
It's
Cringe.
Jesus, he denied himself.
Gross. We need more red atheism in this shit.
Like, there's
But
probably
she
going to be.
suffered unnecessarily.
That's right. And why do we need to suffer as people for a book that was written 3,000 years ago?
Well,
I'm sorry.
long-suffering
I just,
is a fruit of the spirit, so-
we have like 80 to 85 years on this planet. I don't want to suffer for any fucking reason that I don't have to, and I've had to suffer.
Yeah, no shit. Thank you for being like the only brain that is actually rational here.
For the first 24 years of my life.
The more you suffer doesn't make you more of a Christian.
And what did Christians do before the Bible?
Well, okay, even the other Christians are fucking clapping back. I mean, Jesus Christ, at least, even the rest of them have a rational. Oh my God. This drives me nuts.
There was a text. And even when the text came, most people couldn't read.
Sex over press gay has to be the most awkward thing. Fucking his wife thinking so. Man, you like your big boobs and tits. Man, the mailman's been gotten ripped. No. Oh, no, those boobs. Oh, yes. Yeah, okay, yeah, titties, so, yeah, okay, I could definitely do it. I could do it.
So what did they do?
I think it comes down to, like, how you said your experience with the Holy Spirit, being filled up with the Holy Spirit while kissing a female. What is the fruit that comes from out of that?
We have children, we have a beautiful home, we have an amazing community, our families love us and support us, we are happy and healthy. I mean, our life is so blessed.
But my thing about that would be, I would say that God cares more about your holiness than your happiness. But
What? Well, fuck him then. How about that? Fuck your God, you asshole. No, he cares about your holiness, not your happiness. So if you're like a depressed, suicidal, like schlob that is just like, giving up for the most part, but as long as you're very holy to the Lord and like as long as you cling to that, like that's all that matters. Fuck off, you actual swine. Oh my God. This piece of shit. Oh my God, I can't. Holy fuck. Oh shit.
Your wholeness or holiness as heterosexuality.
Well, no,
gay people
absolutely
can have
not.
that too.
No. Oh, I'm definitely not defining
But
that as
in the way that you're
heterosexuality.
speaking, you're like, it's not about being gay. Jesus wants me to be holy. Why are you putting those two things against each other? Gay people can live holy lives.
Well, I would say that I'm not talking about like people who aren't religious. If you're not religious, hey, you can live your life the way you want to. But if you do claim to be a follower of Jesus, God calls us to be set apart, and practicing homosexuality is a thing He calls us to be set apart from. And that's just the truth.
That's not in the Bible. That's not true.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, technically that is, if you interpret it that way, because in Leviticus, and I think even in Deuteronomy too.
Sorry. We can't lie like that about the Bible and not have you say something.
A healthy.
A female requires a male-female role model. Nope. It just requires, at least a parent that gives a fuck and is actually, like willing to care about the kid. At least a parent. Like, because there are plenty, single parents that, fucking kick ass and shit. Holy fuck. Might have to do a part 2 with this son of a bitch. Like, honestly, because holy fuck, my gears have been grounded so much to the point I'm about to go fucking mad. The amount of Bible thumping is actually driving me insane. Basically, these people.
And that's more ridiculous than the theory of why Tom Cruise runs in all his movies.
Wow, that cameraman has nice strong arms. You can't catch me, gay thoughts.
Yep, basically. And a stable economy to raise a kid in. Yeah. I like how Wheel Walker's right there, too. You know what? There actually is a good song that I can, because there's a good lyric that I'm thinking about to those, fucking repressed, Christian weirdos. I just need to find the exact part of the song. Here. No, not that one. Not that one. It's not... really? It's not gonna pull it up? Seriously? Oh, here we go. Don't get the lyrics to it though. I want to find the specific part where it says it. Wait on. I swear there has to be a lyric video of this, because it'll just be easier to do it that way. I guess there isn't. All right, whatever. I guess I'm just gonna have to be, stuck here figuring it out. Let's be right here, right? Oh, actually, I could do it like this. Put it right next to me here. Here we go. Oh, right here. Yeah, okay. Here's basically how I feel with it.
Gonna suck my dick.
And yes, that's actually the name of the song too. I need some action, I need it quick. Which one of you quits gonna suck my dick? I know you just came after your little gay conversion therapy. I know you want to do it. Come on. That's like the beauty wheel walker. He's like bisexual. It's like, you know, I don't see no pussy today, so fuck it. I'll have a dick tonight. It's perfect, you know, like, you know, summary bisexual. It's like, you know, it's like, hey, don't see pussy tonight, so fuck it. I'll have some dick tonight. Republican meetings in a nutshell. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. You know what? Honestly, I say it's a pro-queer song. I'm saying it as bisexual myself, so I approve of the song. Because, you know what? If Leo Walker just popped in on the mic and was like, alright, which one of you queers are going to show my dick? I'd just be like, here, let me have another whiskey and coke, and you know what? I might be drunk enough to say fuck it. So, I mean, it's like, I mean, I'd say fuck it, whatever. Well, let's go pizza or quesadillas. Quesadillas. I mean, pizzas are a lot more diverse in the sense of what you could do with them. Like, I mean, you could put a lot of all sorts. I don't know. Like, I mean, I kind of feel like I'd, you know, go with pizzas, you know, way more than a quesadilla. Not that I'm dogging on quesadillas, because it can be pretty good if you doctor them up really nice. You got some, like, different meats, different other sides in there and shit. Like, I mean, I like a quesadilla where it's got some extra stuff in there. You know, I don't want just a plain quesadilla, personally. It's not really enough going on there for me. There's got to like be some beef, some maybe some onions, maybe a little peppers in there and shit, some jalapenos up in that bitch and shit. You know, you gotta get some stuff in there, you know. Season up nice and shit a little bit. Like, I mean, you know, but for pizzas, like, they're pretty, like, you could kind of really make them into almost whatever the fuck you want in a way. Like, I mean, like, because there's different styles of pizza, there's different, you know, like, you know, sauces you can use, different types of cheeses, different toppings, and whatever the fuck you want, basically, unless it's pineapple, then you're a war crime. You know, just basically being an utter war criminal, so don't ever do that. But now, hang on, kids, there's a lot of variety. They had one that had bean and corn, not to mention for a go-to meal, it's pretty healthy. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not saying, you know, they don't have a lot of variety. I'm just saying that, like, I mean, for, like, if I had to, like, you know, choose one, I mean, I would have to, like, go for the quesadillas. I had to go. Like, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not dogging on them. I do like them. But I'm just more keen for a pizza, personally. But here, I'm gonna spring a leak real quick. I'll be right back. Oh. I like how this dog just, like, gets up immediately. It's like, alright, I'm gonna follow you now. I heard you say that. debate ender. Taco Bell Mexican tortilla pizza. Oh my god. Nice. You say fuck Mondays, I say hail the Lord Chad Monday because it's my fucking day all bitch. Lucky you. I wish it was. My day off is Wednesday, but so you guys are all at the Kenton Club at 9 or some shit? I know you're all gonna be doing that fucking hike and shit, and then fucking... man, I wish I wasn't working tomorrow. But I am, so boo. Lame. Cringe. Little smush. Little smush. Look at this little smush. Oh my goodness. Little smushy feet. You little fishy so smushy. Fishy smush. And shit flaked it and it was like, hey, let's meet up at Kenton instead. Well, if I knew about that, I probably would have said fucking and tagged along after work, but no one said anything. They have epic slushies, so I can't complain. Well, if I knew, I would have, like, if someone hit me up, I would have tagged along. I just couldn't, partake in the hike. Yeah, because I'm working that day. I mean, the thing is, I probably wouldn't be drinking anything unless someone bought me a drink or some shit, but, whatever. I didn't say anything because I knew you were working. Well, I get off. I mean, okay, whatever. It don't matter. It's not a big deal. Who gives a shit? I'm just saying. It's like, could have hit me up. Oh my god, look at this lazy little bastard. Actually, you really can't see the lazy bastard. Alright, there we go. Yeah, you can see the lazy. Oh my god. Look at this little goof. Big old shoulder. Look at this little shoulder meat. Just put that up as a rotisserie. Season you up like a little rotisserie, bro. He's like, yeah. Oh, goof. You big old goof. With your little feet. Your ridiculous little feet. Oh. It's such a little grunt. Little grunty bull. I like his little foot just protruding. Is this like a normal thing for a dog to do? To be like wrapped up in the most weirdest little ball I think I've ever seen. This is more of like a thing that a cat would do. I mean, look at this. So ridiculous. Oh. Oh. I have to like, be wary of what I'm like, grabbing because I can't see. Ugh. Big goof. Oh. You little gentleman, you. Big little smoosh ball, you. What the hell? He's just like, I'm just gonna collapse now. Just plop. My goodness, what a goof. You're just a big old goof. Yeah. Me. You big goober. You big old goober, you. Just like I have your little feet all spread out over here. Just like, good lord. Oh my good lord. He's like the one dog that likes having this like little front of his little face like that just scritched. He just loves it. Oh, big smush ball. Oh my good lord. My good grief, dude. Ugh. Oh. Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. Don't kick me in the nuts again. You did that last night and I didn't like it. Don't do it again. Well, you're knocking everything over. Jesus Christ. Careful with your feet. Ugh. Careful with the feet. You stretching them good enough there, bud? Okay, there we go. Little sploot monster, Jesus. Good grief. Fucking little fruit, dude. Nice. 2 for 2? Nah. Not really. Not really. Damn. Big goof. Yeah, just patted your little butt. What are you gonna do about it? Yeah. He's just giving me a good stare down. Happy International Pronouns Day. Is that really a thing? Is that actually like a thing? Is that really a thing? Boop. Wait, it's all Reddit. Still imagining we care about Merry Christmas. Happy Day of Trans Remembrance, my guy. Happy Asexual Awareness Week. Happy International Pronouns Day. Happy Merry Christmas. Ray! Ray! Oh my god. And they're clenching a Starbucks. They're clenching a fucking Starbucks, dude. Oh my god. You completely forget that the people who get offended by Holly Greens are. I already know shit, dude. Happy holidays. What you did not say Merry Christmas. It's like, so I don't know. Like, who's the crazy fucking psycho again? Obviously me, but, you know, besides me, just saying. It's like, what the fuck? Good grief. Dude, what nuts. They're just fucking nutters, dude. This is why we need insane asylums again. I'm just gonna bring it back. Yeah, I'm just gonna annoy the shit out of you, little dude. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, goof. Wow. So there almost may or may not have been an agreement between like the Portland Association of Teachers and shit and all that, but it literally is still being stonewalled. The union claims the board rejects settlement. The district says the union left the bargaining table. Oh my god, they're literally just throwing back and forth at each other. Jesus Christ. Oh my good fucking grief, dude. Like, what was funny is like the initial assumption about this strike was like, oh, it's only gonna last like a couple days. Because a lot of strikes around here haven't really lasted that long, at least the local ones. But when it comes to like, you know, the national ones, there was one that wasn't related to a national strike where that lasted, you know, for a while because it's part of the UAW strikes. But I mean, for like more localized based type of things, like with the UFCW, like with our local or with this and stuff, usually ends up being a pretty quick little like said and done little thing. Like, you know, but this has lasted for a while. And yeah, it's because the PPS board is like hella incompetent and they're fucking dumb and they're stupid, which is pretty typical. So district by team of 11 scanned articles to reach an agreement on today, signed by both district and the union. Normally, the articles for class sizes and workload and compensation aren't uploaded. If there is full agreement range, she'll wonder if the union may have scanned a copy of those missing articles and could upload them on their own website as evidence the agreement is fully reached. I think it would help out. So she said bullshit, basically. Assuming that an agreement was reached, I do understand why folks would be frustrated by the scope of rejecting, but it's a bit similar to okay, whatever. What about the NWA strike? NWA? Dude, fucking, oh my god, this app is so fucking dumb. I literally, like, you know, go to Google really quick, and for some reason, Streamlabs decided to, like, crash, basically, and just, like, could not, you know, like, restart the fucking app. So I had to, like, restart the stupid fucking phone for it. It's like, dude, fuck this stupid app, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. Man, stupid thing can really be annoying. All I was doing was trying to check some stupid bullshit out, and it just, like, did not, like, you know, like, whatever. This fucking, like, after the update it did, it was just being stupid. Man, here, it's, like, I was trying to see, like, if I could find out what the NWA strike is, or at least, you know, what it is. I'm trying to see if I could find anything about it. Northwest Administrators? Is this it? Or is this like some other company or something? Wait, what is this? Can we use... I cannot even tell. I'm trying to find out, whatever. Bullshit. I'll probably look it up later. Probably figure it out. Find out, you know, there's some other shit about it. But yeah, I literally don't know anything about the whole, like, NWA strike or whatever the fuck, so, but, anyway, let's see what other little, like, weird shit is going on. What the fuck are you doing over there, dude? What are you getting into? Fucking good lord, bro. You fucking goober. What a... What is up with you, you little freaking nutball dog? Dios mío. What a nut. Yeah, what are you getting into? Are you serious? You defiant little shit. It's been really wanting to fucking, you know, just grind the gears tonight. Like, what the fuck? Good lord. Fucking goof. Man, is there really that much on for, you know, for the tube on a fucking Monday? Even though, you know, it's like usually when there's a lot of different little things going on. Anyway, especially considering, like, with the recent, like, I guess, you know, all things considered, I mean, pretty much just, like, mentioned every little major news a little bit. I guess outside of, you know, typical stuff from earlier. The typical shit from the past month. Oh, there actually is this thing here. Married creep in the gyms. Oh, you know, I think I've seen this video on Reddit. Yeah, I recognize this. I've seen this video on fucking Reddit before. Dude, this shit is fucking weird. And I'm sure, you know, fucking, Charlie, you know, like, might have something to say about it. It's one of his little bits. It's fucking YouTube. Are you serious? Now you're giving me issues? I swear to fucking God. Sort of God, if this just like cavalcades into more issues, I'm not gonna be happy. Dios mío. Don't cavalcade into more fucking bullshits. Okay, damn it. Thank fucking Christ. Thank good Lord shit. Anyway, yeah. Let's see about this like married creep.
Hey, it's that magical time again where we get to point, laugh, and shoot spitballs at a creepy degenerate being weird to a woman. So I hope you've done all of your smile exercises because we're gonna be putting a big old grin on that face and having a hoot and a holler at this guy's expense.
So, crazy silly question, but I'm just curious. I know you don't like coffee, and I know you eat cereal in the evening. And I know you have a son, right? Yeah. And I know you're early 30s.
So Goober approaches this.
Okay, this is already really kind of weird and unsettling right off the bat. It's like, hey, so I know you don't like coffee, but I know you like to eat a lot of cereal, and you have a son, and you're in your 30s, and it's like what the fuck? Are you like a hitman and part of the mafia or some shit, and you're about to like, do some sort of blackmail or something? Like, what the fuck is going on with this? This is already weird. I mean, like I said, I've seen a little bit of. I haven't seen the whole thing. I remember seeing like the first little 20 seconds of this, and I was like, okay, this is creepy. And I was like, nope, feel bad for this chick, But I mean, hey, we'll persevere for it with this.
Who's on the leg press machine, and he immediately just starts listing off things he knows about her, which just sounds like some stalker shit. Like, it sounds like a mission out of Hitman, where Agent 47's being given a dossier and going over his target's interests and, where they might be so they can plan out the assassination. This is just, such a creepy, cold open here. I know I'm reading way too deep into this situation and it's starting to get dangerously delusional, but for some reason when I first saw this clip, it immediately reminded me of a climactic moment in an action movie when the villain is monologuing to the hero, like a fucking phone call. I know you don't like coffee. I know you're in your early 30s. I know the FBI is listening to this call right now.
You know what? It would have some dramatic, cinematic thing where it's just more like this.
Fucking phone call.
Where you get the fucking video, or the cinematic, shot where it's just like.
I know you don't like coffee. I know you're in your early 30s. I know the FBI is listening to this call right now. I know you have a son. His name is Mark. He attends Biff Gilmore High. Do this task for me. And all the agents listening to this, stay out of it. And nothing has to happen to Mark. It's just a real...
that would be the cinematic shot, and it'll go back and forth every now and then to the person on the other side of the phone just being like, oh no. Just sitting there just kind of stunned. A few different little, shots of the high school, the kid, and some different other little cinematic shots, but in between it'll just be that shot right there.
Odd, peculiar play here. This is definitely not a play that John Madden would draw up. To just approach her and start listing off all the things you know about her, it's just weird. I'm assuming she and him have talked before, which is why he knows all this. They probably have
I mean, I'm assuming so, because if not, this guy is legit stalker vibes, beyond the fucking get-go, and, I mean, she should definitely be fearful of her life if that's the case.
On friendly terms. I don't think he's been, perusing her Facebook trying to digest all of the lore that she publicly posts about herself there. But it's still weird to then come up and just start, spouting it all back to her about everything you know.
That's what I'm doing. I think you're really cool. I know you have a son. I'll tell you, straight up, I kind of sort of married, I
kind of sorta.
You know how everything has an opposite, wet?
Well, that surely, shows how good your character is.
Light, dark, matter, antimatter. This guy is anti-charisma. He is the exact opposite of Riz. This dude legitimately has less game than someone that is asleep. He is stumbling through whatever he was cooking up in his noodle here, and it is extraordinarily uncomfortable to listen to. It's like the first draft of a book report where there's still a ton of typos and grammatical mistakes and nothing's making sense, it's all scatterbrained. That's what's happening through this whole exchange. And yet he still is able to squeak out that bombshell there that he's actually married while actively hitting on this woman. And
which, like I said, really shows like how much of it like an upstanding, character he is as a person, which means that he's not exactly faithful, to his partner. And also, like, I mean, why would you admit that? Like, honestly, it's like, even if you were to admit that, shouldn't you play it up being like, yeah, I'm about to go for a divorce and I'm just kind of looking, to maybe have another relationship because I, really value the idea of having a connection and blah, blah, blah. So, I'm thinking, like, in the meantime, I'm at least, going to expand my, ventures while I'm at least still dealing with this bullshit, which, I mean, I'd wait, but whatever. But, I mean, that's not even what's happening at all.
Shock and surprise on her face to learn that little nugget of information about this guy. If I had to speculate a guess, I would imagine he's been flirtatious in the past, which is why she's even more surprised by it. So he's just a big scumbag piece of shit here for this.
Yeah. But I don't know. There's something about you that's really cool. Like just casual. I don't know if you would have pizza with me sometime or something. But I'm pretty sure your wife is not.
Good golly, heavens to Betsy, this guy.
Damn. I mean, she's definitely, got the patience of a saint about this. I mean, I will admit.
Fucking sucks at talking to women. He is speaking to her like he is still in.
And he definitely does. Honestly, like, I mean, if he really was going to be doing this kind of scummy behavior, he could at least be like, hey, you want to go out and maybe have pizza sometime because I think you're really cool, and I know you don't really like coffee, so I know a really cool pizza joint that's like down the street or something. Like, I mean, you can play it off. I mean, it's like, come on.
He just keeps repeating, I think you're cool. I think you're really cool. Like, I have expected him to just go even harder on that. Like, I actually think you're epic. Do you want to come over and see my Fortnite, KD? And then we can grab a pizza. Like, there's nothing wrong with a pizza date. I want to be clear there.
I mean, honestly, that's actually kind of a common thing to do in Portland. There's a lot of pizza places.
It's just this combination of you're so cool.
And a lot of brew pubs and a lot of bars will actually, serve pizza and stuff. So that's actually a very common thing to do around here, at least.
Well, cool. Let's get pizza. Like, that's what I imagine a 12-year-old thinks romance is like. You're cool. Get pizza with me. I'll have my...
Unless they're around here.
Mom order Papa John's. Like, what the fuck? It sounds like he's about to bring up cooties. Like, I don't even care if you have cooties. It's okay. Like, he sounds like a fucking child talking to her through text messages. Like, triple yes if you like me. If you like me. Oh, it's so bad. Honestly, this might be inspirational for someone out there. It doesn't matter how awkward or uncomfortable.
I mean, it definitely is. I mean, it really shows. Like, I mean, the dude's married. I mean, he admitted it. I didn't see a ring on him, but I'm assuming he had it taken off, to try to apply that. Oh, I'm single. So it's like, I mean, but if that guy could fucking, if he had at least at one point enough for his game to get that going on, then I mean. Like it's almost there really is kind of the thing where there really isn't much of a fucking excuse.
You could still find a partner. Somehow this guy has a wife. Somehow this complete fucking turbo loser has a wife. And now he's trying to cheat on her. So don't be like this guy, but at least let this be known that you don't have to be the most charismatic person out there or be the most socially adept at speaking to other people to find a partner. So, maybe there's a little positive spin there. But anyway, back to spitting and shitting on this goofball. The lady here is being extremely sweet about this whole thing as opposed to just splashing the cold water on him and saying, get the fuck away from me. She is tiptoeing around this, probably because she doesn't want to make a scene out of it. Most women usually try and let someone down in a nice way, because if they don't, it could get dangerous. Like, there's no telling how unhinged this guy is. He's trying to fucking cheat on his wife, and he's being brutally honest about it. He is a weirdo. So it's definitely this...
Yeah, and I've honestly talked to, gals at the bar before, where they've, even mentioned to me at least, being like, it's like, I really like, that you're actually, like, a really chill, like, kind of happy-go-lucky kind of guy, because... There are some dudes that are also just pricks, and I don't really like them, and I think they're toxic and blah, 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 and stuff. Which, I mean, and they'll mention, it's like, I'm really glad at least, there's someone like you that kind of helps, bring that down, out, to kind of, bring that, away from them a little bit. Kind of like, I guess in a way, just because, like, me hanging out with them kind of like puts a lid on it in a way, I suppose, which, you know, because at least, you know, at the karaoke bar before, there have been chicks that told me that before. I'm like, okay, all right. You know, I could dig that, I suppose. I mean, it shows that, I mean, you know, like, it really isn't that hard, you know, to really, like, you know, go out of your way to, like, you know, flirt with somebody if you want to. Like, I just see it as compliments for me personally, because I'm not, you know, actively looking around for, you know, date or whatever personally. But I can at least recognize, you know, a little bit of, you know, a little riz up here and there, you know, and some compliments and shit. You know, I can recognize it when I see it. You know, it's just, I just don't actively go out of my way to do anything with it personally. You know, just not in the, you know, spot for that at the moment. But, you know, hey, that's fine. I mean, you know, like, the fact that I can recognize it and it happens, I mean, shows that it's not that fucking hard. It really isn't.
Paul to just be like, oh,
and it's like, and I know for me at least, because I have Zukov and I bring him to the bar with me, it's like, oh, well, you have a dog. I mean, you know, it's like, well, I don't bring him there all the time, and I still get to chat with the same people. Because it's usually the same type of people that are there every weekend, for the most part.
I think your wife would approve of us getting pizza or going to play laser tag or whatever other childish fucking offer you were about to make. Like, her being nice about it is the optimal move, but it also keeps her wrapped up in this conversation, unfortunately. So I feel so fucking bad for her because he continues to press, and he's already interrupted her workout. So I imagine it's just this giant fucking headache, this huge annoyance because this uncomfortable miasma of cringe has approached her and won't leave. Like the storm just will not pass.
Yeah. Uncomfortable miasma of cringe.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, exactly. Right, no. That's why I said that, you know, I wanted to be, I won't say unfortunately, because, you know, being married's good. But sometimes, I don't know, sometimes you need somebody that just,
Bingo. Peekaboo, I see you. I was so curious what this guy looked like. I was freeze framing on every single goddamn pixel of this thing, trying to catch just a glimpse of him here to finally get this Bigfoot photo with him peeking in the top right there. I always get so curious in situations like this. What does the person look like who's conducting themselves this way? I know it's not important, but for me, a mystery like this sometimes just needs a little bit of closure. Anyway, he continues with his speech. I don't want to say unfortunately, because being married's great. I love it.
Even though I'm cheating on my wife right now. So, you know, definitely great, even though I'm not being faithful to my marriage. Totally makes sense.
Sometimes need something with a little bit more of a connection. A man like me can't be hunkered down to just one woman. You know what's better than one pussy? My wife's. Your pussy. That's 2 vaginas, double the fun. What say you to that? Come get a pizza with me.
Yeah, no, but yeah, like that's my connection would be your connection.
That's weird. Yeah. What?
Faith in men and humanity, right? It makes us scared women to like never want to get married. We don't know.
Oh, for sure.
I'm just doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I don't blame you about that. At least you're honest, but like.
He's going into full car sale.
Man, she's like generally, you know, being very nice about like letting him down on this one.
Pitch mode right now with the hard sell.
She's got like
connections, your connection.
Patience of a fucking like goddess, dude. Like patience of a fucking saint.
I do get 2, 3. Come on now, what are you waiting for? The deal's depreciating. Come on, it's, you know, what are you doing? And she is doing her absolute best to be nice here. She is doing everything she can to be like
feel bad for her, man.
In this situation, to try and like just get through this as.
And also, like, out of all the places, why a fucking gym, man? Like, seriously, like, out of all the places, like a goddamn fucking gym. That's just so like, why?
As possible, so she can go back to working out, which is what she went there to do. Like. Oh my god.
Which is like what a gym's meant to be for, not to fucking flirt with people.
So fucking rough, and the guy just keeps going.
Oh, sure. Oh no, I mean, I wouldn't, like, have not told you, you know. Up to this point, I just kind of said hi, and that's it. You know,
At this point, you did not do just saying hi. Like, you went me a little bit more beyond now on that one.
And I was
You know, I was like thinking, I really, when you think about it, it's unfair even to like you also. It's like, well, what the hell? What's the point?
Do you even know what you're saying now anymore, dude? Like, what's he even saying?
Blabbers on and gets all jumbled up on each word. Reminds me of that viral meme of that kid who was doing a line reading but accidentally messed it up. Have you ever had a dream where you could, and you never want, but you could, and you never want to do it so bad?
I know what he's talking about. I know the exact meme.
That is his entire statement to this woman here. Just a bunch of gobbledygook.
I mean, probably the best scenario is, and I'm not saying this will never happen, but like seriously, if you knew my wife and you know what I mean, like we were all friends, that's different. But and you actually would like her. Very nice. Yeah, you'll probably meet her sometime. Actually,
You'd probably meet her. She has but she does come sometimes. So. Oh my god, dude. This guy is so... What the fuck? That is gonna be awkward as fuck. I hope she, you know, spills the beans to the wife.
hasn't been, but she does come sometimes. So when we're here and I see you, I'll introduce you.
That's where our adventure ends. And man, what a journey it was, huh?
Wow. Oof. That is just so creepy and bad.
I don't know where to begin with that closing statement. If only you knew my wife and we were all friends, that's different. You'll probably meet my wife at some point. You'll fucking love her. I mean, she's great. You'll love her. In fact,
you know, even though I'm cheating on her and she's a bitch anyway, so fuck her. But, you know, I love her anyway. Like, if this guy just wants a polyamorous relationship or an open relationship, then maybe he should just admit that and say that or something. Like, if that's what's going on, then maybe it's not that bad. But, like, I mean, I don't know, dude. It's just so awkward and weird, bro.
I'd love if I cheated on her with you. And that can happen after you meet her. You know, I'll just introduce you next time that she's here. And we can talk about how I was trying to cheat on her by taking you on dates. And I think we'll all have a good laugh about it. We'll all become great friends. And then it's all smooth sailing. Just a fucking weirdo, loser, degenerate creep. Pretty impressive one here. So, yep, just wanted to talk about this a little bit. That's about it. See ya.
Wow. Amazing. Oof. Oof. Just fucking wow, dude. I'm sorry, buddy. Boop, 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 boop. You little boo boo. You sweet little baby. Man, how hard is it to just, like, talk to a chick like a regular person? Like, I mean, my lord. It really shouldn't be that fucking difficult. But I guess for some people, it just is. But ugh. Man, I hate having like a little baby cold from shows sometimes. It's annoying. Let's get my little boosters all scheduled up at least, so that's gonna be nice. Especially, you know, just in time for like going to Texas and shit. Ugh, that makes me relieved a little bit now. I just realized that, so. But, anyhow. Well, let's call it good for now, so. Peace out. And, of course, I'll see you all in that next one. Hopefully, Streamlabs won't be fucking stupid next time. As it usually is and probably always will be, so.